This shit more than a game.
Perfect.
I'm not going to waste anybody's time because I know what the main thing Saints fans want to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. But the main thing the Saints fans want to talk about is Derek Carr. And we're going to talk about Derek Carr coming back to the New Orleans Saints as our starting quarterback in 2025. But before we get to the analysts of all of that, here's one thing I am going to start off with for my opening rant. People are saying, oh, if Derek Carr wanted to earn some goodwill in New Orleans, he would have took a pay cut. Are y'all out y'all goddamn mind? How would you feel if I came up to you and say, hey, man, you want to take a pay cut for your company? It'll really earn some goodwill with your constituents. You'll look at me like a goddamn fool, right? And I know it's Derek Carr and we don't like him and all that stuff, but I will never, especially an NFL player, where every single play could be their last play. I am never going to tell an NFL player what they should or should not do with their contract. I am pro player when it comes to get your goddamn money. Get your goddamn money. If the Saints were stupid enough to offer Derek Carr this big-ass contract, well, the Saints need to reap what they sow. It ain't on Derek Carr to say, oh, well, you know what? I haven't lived up to my expectations, so I'm going to give a pay cut. And what's all this goodwill? If Derek Carr would have took a pay cut with the New Orleans Saints, that goodwill would have lasted 283 seconds, okay? Fans have made up their mind that they don't like Derek Carr. Whatever he does, it's never going to be everlasting as far as any type of goodwill. Here's a breaking news for you guys. Goodwill don't pay the bills. Goodwill does not pay the bills. So if I was Derek Carr, I'd be like, hell no, why am I taking a pay cut for a franchise that paid me this money, for a fan base that can't stand what I do no matter what I do? It's ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. Am I a fan of Derek Carr staying in New Orleans? We'll get to that after the show opener. But am I not fan of Derek Carr taking a pay cut? Hell no. Derek Carr, get your money. Get your money. Because ain't nobody ever going to come and willingly tell their boss, hey, I'll take a pay cut for you. I really want to earn the goodwill of my employees. I really want to earn the goodwill of my colleagues. I really want to earn the goodwill of my city. I'm going to take a pay cut so that more money can come into the city's payroll. Hell no. Come on. Sometimes y'all need to think. And I know that we don't like Derek Carr. Derek Carr could come outside and say that the sun is yellow, and y'all would come outside and say, I don't know, it looks a little orange to us, Derek, you idiot. I get it. But one thing John O'Bone's damn sure is never going to do, whether I love a player or whether I hate a player, whether I think a player is deserving or not, is ever tell a player, oh, take a pay cut. Because goodwill does not pay the bills. Now, should we be happy that Derek Carr is going to be a New Orleans Saint in 2025? Well, stay tuned for the John O'Bone Show, where this shit more than a stream.
This shit more than a game. We ain't playing no field. We fans born kinda wild, fire in our hearts revealed. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise. Holler at the screen, repping our dream team. From the sidelines we scream, living in this fan's dream. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise.
Shit more than a game.
And I know you guys are excited about the show tonight because NFL free agency frenzy is upon us. And if you haven't been living under a rock the past 48 hours, you know the landscape of the NFL has changed dramatically in these past 48 hours, including with our New Orleans Saints. And I know that there's a lot of passion amongst the Who Dat Nation about what direction the New Orleans Saints are going in. But y'all know, before we get into all of that, y'all got to start off this show the right way. And the damn show ain't with that laughing my ass off, rise up comment from the talented Mr. Ripley. No, y'all need to leave a this shit more than a game in the chat right now to counter these dumbass Falcons fans who are probably saying yet again, like they do every offseason, oh, look who we signed. We're going to the Super Bowl. So leave a this shit more than a game in the chat right now as we recap the 2025 NFL free agency so far, and we discuss the moves of your New Orleans Saints. Now, y'all know for a show like this, though, I couldn't do this alone. Come on, man. It's the NFL free agency reaction show. This is one of our biggest shows of the offseason. I had to bring on some special guests for you guys. I know you guys enjoy it when I'm solo, right? More Jono, the better. But I thought that we had to kind of shut a pot a little bit, like a big old bowl of gumbo on Christmas Eve. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's everybody's favorite. Y'all know him as the Taysom Hill of the Zack Baun Show. He is the producer. He is the moderator. He is the co-host, and he is a damn good friend. Give it up for the final boss. I'm talking about
Final boss. Engaged.
Ziggy the Beast.
How y'all doing, man? What's going on? Am I coming through clear, Jono?
You're the final boss. You tell me.
Nah, you the final boss, man. I'm on the Zack Baun Show. So, I'm in your world, bro. I'm just living in it. How y'all doing, man?
I think Saints fans, for the most part, are doing well, but we're going to find out in a little bit. They're not going to be probably doing well after this, Ziggy, because, oh, boy, it's been a long time since this guy has come on, and he told me I got to be on this show, Jono. He said he has a lot to say, especially, he said, to your fellow Who Dat Nation after all the smack that they talked in 2024, and he still has not really had his chance, he said, for his victory lap. Well, I am, if nothing but a fair man, guys. So I know you guys may not be thrilled about this, but y'all might want to give it up for the one. I'm sorry, y'all. And the only Sean Griggs.
Yo.
I'm finally back, baby. What's up, Jono? Ziggy.
What's up, bro?
Saints Nation. Oh, we got a little song. Hold up. We got songs and stuff now? Damn. What the hell have I missed since I've been gone, bro? We got theme songs, final bosses.
The big payback, Sean. It's your chance. You said all the Saints fans were talking all that smack in November, December about your Rams, and your Rams were 1 4th-down play away from the NFC Championship game. Your Rams have brought back Matt Stafford. Your Rams had, we'll get to that in a little bit about what your Rams have been doing. But yet again, the Saints were on the couch, and your Rams were doing the damn thing. So, it's been a long time, Sean. I don't even know if you know, bro. I'm having a baby.
I do know. Congratulations, my brother.
Okay, man. We haven't seen you since, I think, Thanksgiving. It's been a while. You didn't even come on the show and do the victory lap after y'all beat us in November and ruined our season, essentially, and squashed our playoff dreams like you predicted.
Hey, bro. I'm just not. I'm a humble guy, bro. I'm a humble guy. I give y'all facts, but y'all just ignore the facts. So I just let it be what it is, brother. You know what I'm saying? But that's last season. We into free agency. It's time to see what we about to start doing to prepare for the 20 to 25 season coming up. So I'm just excited to be back on the show and talk football with my brothers. So
see, look at that. See,
I'm just
well,
I so bad.
I'm not faulting for Ziggy. In fact, for all 145 people watching across all platforms right now, before we get into the discussion, I need y'all to do me one big favor. Hey, fans. Hit the subscribe button in 3 seconds to make this Rams fan sad. 3, 2, 1. Or we gonna make them Rams fans sad whenever we can, Ziggy. However, and whenever we can get our wins, we are gonna find our victories. I need all the victories I can have, Sean, because I'm sure this is probably the real reason you want to come. And you've seen how Saints fans have been very emotional since Saturday when it was announced that one, Derek Carr, y'all know that Diddy song? I know Diddy is kind of like taboo right now, but he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He can't be stopped now. Derek Carr said, I'm getting paid for life. Derek Carr, after numerous talks with the New Orleans Saints about his 2025 salary, is getting most of his salary converted for salary cap reasons. He is going to stick after all in New Orleans, and he is set, y'all, to make his fully guaranteed $40 million. Well, how does that help the Saints, y'all? Ultimately, it's a sign that the Saints did, according to Mike Garafolo of NFL Network, want Derek Carr as their quarterback in 2025. There was no pay cut. There was no restructure to even move the money forward. They are simply on the hook for $40 million for Derek Carr in 2025. The lovely Catherine Terrell said, this backs up what the Saints said at the Combine, tying them to Carr for at least one more season. However, the downside is that a full restructure in 2026 will make the cap hit about $69 million. I know we all like the number 69, but I don't know if I like it for Derek Carr making that much in one season. Oh my goodness. Clearly, you can see why a lot of Saints fans are emotional about that bombshell news that was dropped on Saturday. So, Ziggy, I definitely want to get your opinion first because everybody calls you Mr. Sunshine and Rainbows, Mr. Toxic Positivity. So, how, Ziggy, can you? I'm assuming you're probably in favor of it because Derek Carr does give us the best chance to win, technically, but maybe you're not. How do you feel, Ziggy, about Derek Carr coming back for $40 million guaranteed in 2025 for our New Orleans Saints?
So the thing is, Jono and Sean, you can chime in as well because y'all are pretty good with some of the business side of like how these things are structured. So people wanted us to just cut Derek Carr, right? So if we would have just cut Derek Carr, how would that affect the Saints with the salary cap? Because that's been the main thing, salary cap. The Saints salary cap sucks. So it's like, in my opinion, I think we was kind of in a position where we just had to finish the deal that we had with them and then go from there, right?
Okay.
What y'all think?
Well, if we want to finish the deal with Derek Carr, not only will we have to eat his salary this year, but we will have to eat his salary in 2026 as well, Ziggy. So the question becomes, how much do we want to continue to commit to Derek Carr, knowing that his peak is 9 wins, maybe?
But if we cut him, how would that affect us though? If we just cut him, how would that? We had to still eat all that too, right?
Well, we wouldn't have had to eat the $69 million that we will have to pay now if we cut him next year. Had we cut him this year, I believe it would have been about the $40 million that he's owed right now. But now, if we cut him next year, $69 million, which, you can look at it two ways. You can say, okay, but we essentially saved. I'm using that word very loosely.
That's what you're saying.
Saved the $40 million this year because we got our production, if you want to use the word production, out of him, and we don't have to worry about 2025.
Right.
But essentially you're kicking the can down the road again if you cut him in 2026. This is all because Mickey Loomis gave him that contract, which I say in my opening rant. I'm not mad at Derek Carr. Hey, Mickey Loomis gave me this contract. Y'all can't get mad at me. I didn't put the gun in Mickey Loomis' head if I'm Derek Carr. I'm saying I ain't put a gun in Mickey Loomis' head and give me all these guarantees. Y'all came to me and said I was the savior of the franchise. So now we are in this predicament where we either got to ride with Derek Carr for these next 2 years, or you can do like the Denver Broncos did with Russell Wilson, where many people already forgot. Sean Payton rolled with Russell Wilson for 1 year. That's right, Broncos Nation. The ride wasn't a good ride, but they rode. Sean Payton said, okay, I'm gonna let him have this salary for 1 year, and then I'm gonna eat the salary hit in his final year, and the Broncos are actually still eating Russell Wilson's salary cap for like the next 2 years. But then I'm gonna drop the rookie quarterback like he did Bo Nix. They made the playoffs. Everything's all happy dory in Denver Broncos land. Seems like the Saints might be following that same path. We'll see. Maybe Derek Carr has a great season under Kellen Moore. And then you're like, we're happy to pay Derek Carr his money next year.
That's kind of what I was thinking, John. And then I'm going to let Sean jump in. I was thinking have Derek Carr for 1 more year. And then now you truly have an heir apparent. You kind of have someone in the wing to truly take over the saddle. Think of Jordan Love sitting under Aaron Rodgers, different things like that. A lot of these new quarterbacks that are coming in, they are starting these guys day one. they're starting these guys day one. Sometimes these guys aren't ready at the first time that they're drafted. Look at Tom Brady. He didn't start automatically. He sat behind Drew Bledsoe.
Patrick
Sean, I
Mahomes.
know what you're saying. I'm not comparing these guys to
I didn't say anything.
I'm just saying. What I'm really just saying is that these quarterbacks, a lot of the good quarterbacks that we've had, they have not started in day one after we drafted them. Sometimes we can't always be looking for a quarterback that starts the minute we draft them. They want them to start right away. Sometimes you gotta let these guys cook for a little bit, sit behind the quarterback.
Well, hold on. So Ziggy, then who would that quarterback be? Are you saying that we need to draft a quarterback in the draft this year? Are you saying that Spencer Rattler? Are you saying draft a quarterback next year?
I think we should draft another quarterback because Rattler apparently is not it, right?
Sean, go ahead.
So go ahead. What you think?
Oh Lord, it's a lot. So I mean, I get it, Ziggy, but I mean, these past couple of years, let's take for example, Jaden Daniels, a rookie.
Yeah,
came into the league as a rookie, started week one, took his team to the NFC Championship. They over exceeded his expectations. CJ Stroud, his rookie year, he took him to the playoffs. You know, whatever. He had a sophomore slump.
Yeah, Burrow. They had some good ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say this, Ziggy. I mean, with the Derek Carr situation, I believe that it's either one or two ways y'all gonna do it. Like Jono said, you're gonna follow the formula of the Denver Broncos with Russell Wilson. You ride with him. See if Derek Carr is going to change under the direction of Kellen Moore offense, or
that's a good point too. Just
Bill. I mean, you may never know. Like, put some talent around Derek Carr. I mean, if Olave can stay healthy for damn near 10 games, Rashid is coming back. I still say, you know, get some running backs. I mean, I think, what's your boy name? Help me out, Jono. Miller. I think he's going to be. I'm just saying. Miller? I mean, you got to start implementing him in the offense. If not,
I think Kendrick Miller sprained his ankle getting out of bed this morning. But yeah, we can rely on Kendrick Miller.
Oh, come on.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I wouldn't draft a quarterback this year, Ziggy. But I would definitely look at.
You say you wouldn't?
I wouldn't. No. Because it's not, I mean, besides Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, is there really like any quarterbacks that make you just jump out and just say, okay, they got like that upside? Like, I'm just saying.
Jackson Daughter's getting a lot of hype, but that's every year.
That's every year,
but we got a draft show next month, y'all. Let's talk about the draft next month. We're talking about Derek Carr. Sean, how do you feel about the same? Well, first of all, Ziggy, I know you might be a little rusty, but I hope you still have the dish shit more than the air horns ready because we got a super chat from the king of the
Brute Saint in the building. $20.
Wow. And he says, Derek Carr ain't bad, but he ain't good. He's the epitome of mid, which is the best that we have at QB. He's not pissed, but he's not happy. This shit more than the game. Bruce,
so he's just kind of like,
yeah. I think a lot of fans, a lot more fans than maybe the quiet fans are like, like it's whatever. The Saints and Pelicans, to be honest. But Bruce saying, thank you for that super chat. I'm a little surprised that you are a little in, Bruce. I thought you were going to have a much stronger opinion, to be honest, given how much from your voicemails the past 2 seasons you are not a fan of Derek Carr. Sean, are you a fan of what the Saints' approach was of keeping Derek Carr for 1 season, or do you think we should have said, nah, got a cut bait now, it's going to earn goodwill? That's that key word, goodwill. Goodwill to Kellen Moore. And you would have rather the Saints roll with Rattler, maybe sign the quarterback like Justin Fields or somebody for cheap and did that approach. Which approach would you have taken?
I think I would have cut my losses with Derek Carr and rolled the dice with Justin Fields. Like, I'm serious. Roll the dice with Justin Fields or get some quarterback that can kind of just
Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, I mean, fuck Russell Wilson at this damn point. I mean, it's no guarantee that he's going back to the Steelers. So why not roll the dice with somebody and just see where you can go at and just wait? Everybody. So I don't know if it's a popular thing, but of course everybody's want the Manning kid from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
They waiting.
Arch.
That's been the topic. Like, everybody's like, okay, let's try to do decent, but let's try to land one of them top picks for Arch Manning.
That's crazy with the thing. Let's just do decent. So
Zig,
so you
no,
want to
Zig,
lose games, and
Zig,
then
it's
y'all
a
gonna
wrap,
lose games
Zig.
again?
Do you think the Bengals are mad because they lost games so they got Joe Burrow? Do you think the Commanders are mad that they had lost all those games to get Jaden Daniels? Sometimes you need to lose games and have a year where you're like, you know what, screw it, we ain't going to the playoffs, so let's have a shitty season so we can have a quarterback that we have our hopes and beliefs in. That is what the Saints have been missing since Drew Brees has left. Hell yeah, I would have accepted that. Clearly, we're not doing that. We'll get to that in a little bit with the Saints off-season approach, but I would have been more than happy if they would have said, hey, y'all just going to have to deal with us playing like shit for the next year or two so we can build our team from the draft and get that star quarterback that can lead us to prominence again one day.
But that's crazy that y'all say that because, I mean, with the moment we start tanking and losing games, people are like, see, this is what I'm talking about, this trash. Look, no one's in the stands. Look at this. The Saints going to move. I thought y'all said y'all want us to tank so we can get. I thought we were trying to get Arch Manning, right?
But Zig, not to get off.
We don't even get on the streak of losing yet. The first loss, they freaking out.
Say, bro,
what you got, bro?
It's like the Pelicans. Everybody want the Pelicans to stop winning so they can either get Dylan
That's
Harper
crazy to me, though.
or Cooper Flag. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no. Everybody, the smart teams that know they're not making the playoffs are purposely tanking. The Pelicans, on the other hand, are playing for some goddamn momentum or pride. We ain't
He had a triple double too, bro. That was
still
crazy.
in March playing for some goddamn pride for 2025 and 22. Man, stop! Don't even get me started.
Hey, Zion, I mean, it's another topic, but he had a triple double, bro.
But it seems like on Airline Drive, the organizational structure is, hey, let's just have our teams be good enough to not get a draft pick, but bad enough to not make the playoffs either. Oh, wow, boy. I'm sure everybody in New Orleans is really excited about the future of the Saints and Pelicans with this approach, huh, guys?
Just if we tank him, let's tank. You know what I'm saying? But
I just think, I ain't going to lie to you, bro.
Y'all too lukewarm for me, bro.
I just think the Saints are not going to tank. They just not going to tank for Arch Manning, bro.
You play to win the game.
I can respect that.
You played to win the game.
One, I would never expect any of the players when we had Eric McCoy on the show. Like, you think I'm gonna go in Eric McCoy and say, Eric McCoy, I need you to play like shit this year because I need a quad. I get that.
What?
I'm not expecting the players to. I'm not expecting Kellen Moore to go in the locker room and say, all right, y'all, like for the next year or so, we're gonna have to be like shit so we can get Arch Manning. We don't even know if Arch Manning is gonna be good. I already told fans I embrace my hypocrisy. I know that Arch Manning is improving. I just want him because his last name is Manning and it'll be the highest set in Saints jersey of all time, and it'll give us something to have some goddamn hope in again, which we haven't had hope for a long time. But I get that it's a stupid approach to take. I'm a fan. I'm not an analyst. I'm not a coach. I can have stupid takes. But Ziggy, you know, it brings us to the New Orleans Saints offseason because good for you, Ziggy. The Saints agree with you. Mickey Loomis and you must be best friends or something. Maybe he texts you for advice. The Saints are not tanking. The Saints seem to be going all in again and thinking that, hey, we can actually win the NFC South. The Saints have, once again, it almost seems like this is a Christmas tradition. The Saints reworked the contracts of players like Pete Werner and DeMario Davis and Carl Granderson, and our guy this shit more than the game, Mount Rushmore recipient Eric McCoy and Cesar Ruiz and Kalen Sanders. All of this is essentially kicking the can down the road. Hey, we'll keep all of you guys. We're not going to do a full rebuild. We're going to keep everybody and try to remain competitive. How are the Saints remaining competitive? Well, on Monday, I made a funny tweet that went viral saying that the Saints were signing nobody. Mickey Loomis says, shit, you done wrong. The Saints re-signed Chase Young. The Saints.
Why are you laughing?
They did release Jamal Williams. So, okay, it's not like we're keeping everybody and running it back. We did release Jamal Williams, but we are running it back in the sense that we re-signed Tyrann Mathieu to a new deal. We also traded for a 7th-round pick, Devon Godshow, who was a local. So, hey, that's all good with me. I appreciate we bring locals to the team. We have also, this is the one that got fans really hot about it, re-signed Juwan Johnson, $28 million, I believe, guaranteed. And he didn't have the hottest season last season. So fans are like, wait, what in the hell are we doing? Why are we signing players when we only won 5 games last year? Oh, now this is one that I think universally all the fans love. We are bringing back local legend, LSU alumnus, Justin Reed. The Saints signed him to a 3-year deal, solidifying our secondary in the backfield for the safety position with him and Tyrann Mathieu. Now, that's pretty cool, having Tyrann Mathieu and Justin Reed, 2 LSU kids, manning down our safety position in 2025. But these moves, Sean and Ziggy, do not scream as a team that is going to rebuild or tank. These moves say, yet again, 5th year in a row, the Saints are saying, we actually think we can win the NFC South. And it was probably the injuries that's the reason why we haven't been able to climb over that hump.
Yeah, it was.
Sean, as a non-Saints fan, because you have been saying for years now, why are y'all not just tearing it down, taking a loss for a year or two and trying to rebuild your team back up? Y'all not even making the playoffs when y'all trying to compete. So why are y'all not just doing a rebuild now? How do you feel about the New Orleans Saints yet again running it back and trying to win the NFC South?
It's not enough. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, it's not enough.
Not enough.
It's not enough. I like the signing of Justin Reed. Tyrann Mathieu, he's one hell of a player, but I don't know, bro. Like, I think y'all could have drafted a safety or y'all could have moved on from him. He's just not that same player that he was before, which I'm not saying he had to, but you could just tell last season he wasn't the same Honey Badger. I like the D tackle move. That was a great move for y'all to beef up the D line or whatever like that. But for the most part, it's nothing flashy. It's nothing that's like, oh man, we got it. It's like, okay, we're gonna run it back, and it's like we're gonna build this offense, like get this offense back to being healthy and grab a couple of pieces in the draft, and let's just see if we can win the NFC South, which technically, I guess the Bucks is still ahead of y'all, but yeah, I mean, it's still a winnable division, though, Jono. I mean, shit.
We say it every year, and then the Bucks win it again. Like, I mean,
but I mean, the Panthers. Like, are you really concerned about the Panthers like that?
Bryce Young came on last year. Eventually, they might make that leap. I kind of am concerned about the Panthers.
Look, Atlanta fans came after me about my Rams, so I'm definitely coming. Atlanta, like, really, like.
It depends on what Michael Penix does. You never know. Like every year for the past 4 years, every year we say, it's the NFC South. I even posted fun of it in my skit yesterday. It's the NFC South. We're not worrying about it. I mean, eventually the NFC South is going to get their shit together. The Falcons, I'm taking off my Falcons here right quick. If Michael Penix actually does live up to that potential that he showed last year, suddenly they do look like a good squad. If Bryce Young continues that hot streak that he finished off 2024 with, suddenly they do look like a brand new team. The Bucks have been one of the more underrated, consistently great teams for the past 4 years. They won the division 4 years in a row, and we always kind of discard them. I'm like, why are we discarding the Bucks? They have been proven to be great year after year after year. So we can't always get under this. But the NFC South, who cares about the NFC South? It's winnable. Is it really? We won 5 games last year in the NFC South.
I mean, we got to see, bro. Like, I don't really like I know I look at free agency, but I like to start really looking at teams like literally after the draft, like who to draft and stuff like that. That's when you really kind of start saying, okay, is this team really this legit? You know what I'm saying? So who knows, Jono? I mean, I'm not saying it's not y'all can't do anything. I just feel like y'all need some more offensive power for sure. Like y'all can add some more type of speed on the outside besides Rashid. I mean, the Jawan Johnson, I guess he can live up to some type of hype in this Kellen Moore offense. Who knows? Sometimes it's the system, Jono. I mean, look, y'all got hype with Clint Kubiak, and he moved on to Seattle. I mean, he only had so much. Like he started out with Ferraris, and then he wound up with a hoopty at the end with the offensive weapons. But I don't know, bro. I mean, it's too early to tell. I like to start examining teams literally like after the NFL draft, bro. See who people are building their teams with and stuff like that. So who knows, bro? It should be interesting.
Look at Sean being fair. Look at Sean's being fair and nuanced.
I mean, it's
especially people could trade picks and do different things, and
and people might not go. Of course, people might not go. Like everybody's predicting Cam Ward to go to the Titans and Shador Sanders to go second, but who knows? Like somebody might trade up and take the Titans #1 pick, and it'd be a team that you don't expect that takes them. Or who's to say Cam Ward goes #1? We didn't see some dumb shit happening in NFL draft as well. So, right, so yeah, and how that worked out. Traded for they traded a pick to get Trubisky and passed up on Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. Tell me how the Bears like that pick.
It goes to show though, Hanzigi, like you just never know when it comes to finding a
No, that's
quarterback.
true.
Like, you could tank for a quarterback and this quarterback is going to be the best
Right.
Dane for the next. Look at the Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence. Oh, the Jaguars are about to be a force in the AFC. The Jaguars only made the playoffs one time with Trevor
One
Lawrence.
playoff win, and
That's
that's
what
it.
I'm saying, man. You can't get, we can't get so hyped up on these guys that's coming up. If you feel like you have the pieces available to you to win, especially with Mickey Loomis' seat getting warmer. Oh
Is it?
no, we can
Is it? I feel like Mickey
Warmer.
Loomis is safe.
warmer.
His
I didn't
seat
say
is-
it was hot. It's getting a little warm though.
It's not.
No,
It's
with-
not.
at
It's
Derek
not.
Carr.
It's not.
Burn.
The Saints are.
You think it's burning, Sean?
Huh?
You said Mickey. You think Mickey Loomis' seat is on fire? Is he on the
Man,
hot
what?
seat?
Are
Bro,
y'all?
like,
Do
like,
y'all
that's
That's what I'm
realize?
saying. He's trying to win now. He's
No,
like,
no,
oh, look,
y'all
hold up,
re-
I can save this.
Do y'all realize the Saints are like a mom and pop shop, and Gail was going to keep Mickey? Like there's
It's like
no,
the Steelers. I get it.
there's no accountability, and I'm not.
don't
trying
even
to-
compare. No, it's not like the Steelers, Ziggy.
They want to
It's
be
not
like.
I'm
the
sorry.
Steelers.
I'm
That's the
sorry. The
problem.
Bengals.
They want to
Yeah.
be like the Steelers. I have.
They want to be like the Steelers.
I have.
You're right,
stated the
Sean.
Saints-
Now that one, I give you. You're appropriate to push back
At least
on
the
that one.
Steelers
Look,
make the playoffs.
let's say the Bengals.
So,
I had stated the Saints host TJ on the show 2 weeks ago, and he said that he was at the Senior Bowl talking to one of the NFL executives, and the executive told him, "Man, I don't know what y'all doing in New Orleans. Like y'all run y'all organization like a mom and pop shop where there's no, like Mickey Loomis and Dennis Lucia and all them are nice and secure, and there's no accountability. And Gail just comes in front of the cameras and says hi and let them run amok on her shop with no accountability. No, hey, my team hasn't made the playoffs in 4 years. You guys got to get it together." So no, Sean, there is no Mickey Loomis' seat is
No
burning.
hot
Mickey Loomis is secure. Mickey Loomis doesn't give a damn. That's why Mickey Loomis doesn't care about when idiots like me come and scream in front of the camera. Yeah, Saints, blah, 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 blah. Because he's like, I don't give a damn. My job is secure. I wish his seat was hot. His seat needs to be hot. His seat officially needs to be hot because I gave him a mulligan with Dennis Allen. I said, you signed Sean Payne and Drew Brees. I'm not going to take that away from you. You failed miserably with Dennis Allen. Kelly Moore is your third chance. You either knock this out the park or your ass needs to go. But I guarantee you, if Kelly Moore does not work out, Gail's going to keep Mickey Loomis because Gail lets them run a football multi-billion-dollar organization like a mom and pop shop. Same thing going on with the Pelicans right now. That front office hasn't done shit but win 2 playoff games the past 7 years, and ain't nobody see hot in the Pelicans organization. Gail Benson runs the goddamn franchises as if it's a goddamn small business, and we're just happy to be moseying along because we know that we got the city of New Orleans to support day in and day out.
We won a playing
I'm
tournament.
one of the
too.
idiots because I went on Fox. I don't know if y'all saw. I went on Fox News about the season ticket. They had the gall, Sean and Ziggy, to raise the season ticket prices for both teams. The Pelicans raised the season ticket prices on Monday. They got the gall to do that and laugh in our face and say, "We know we ain't shit, but we still gonna make y'all pay money because we know idiots like John was gonna scream in the camera, but still give us that deposit on the due date." So with that said, Ziggy, how do you feel about the Saints free agency so far? Are you happy that they seem to be trying to contend?
Yeah, especially with guys like Demario Davis. These are guys that want to be here. As much as these guys on ESPN and all these guys, these pundits, blah blah blah, say that New Orleans isn't a city or a market that people want to be at. We had Demario Davis live on camera say he wants to be here, and we have the pieces to win. So keep them. Keep these guys here. These veterans like Honey Badger.
But
We need those guys in the locker room, man.
and this is me playing devil's advocate because I'm a
All right.
fan. I tweeted yesterday another tweet that went viral. I like, on one end, I'm saying, man, the Saints are never going to rebuild. They always just going to be dedicated to mediocrity. But then I turn around and I'm like, hell yeah, we get to keep the Mario. We get to keep Cam Jones. We get to
Of
keep
course,
hopefully
yes.
Taysom Hill. But clearly, this is a business at the end of the day. It's a win-loss business. And Sean can tell you, DeMario, Cam, Tyron, this is not 5 years ago at their prime. Like, these are old guys in NFL, Sean. What do they always say you need to do? You need to cut them before they get too old, right? You got to maybe cut them a year earlier rather than a year later because then you're screwed. And it seems like we are, and I love DeMario. I love Cam. I love Tyron. I love all those guys. But clearly when you watch the game film, they are not their peak sales. They are a little bit slower. And we continue to bring them back and say, hey, we'll make it work. Well, how long are we going to make it work with?
Well, some of it is the schemes that they got them running too. I think with these new coaching, the new coaching staff they got coming in might put them in better position, especially with Kellen Moore. Once again, Kellen Moore came in with Dennis Allen, and the Dennis Allen ran offense. So let's try to see how
You
he
mean
works
Clint
in the
Kubiak,
Kellen Moore
or-
offense.
Right, Clint Kubiak.
I mean, of course, Kubiak, but I mean, he had to, answer the Dennis Allen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
get what
said
I get
Kellen
what you're
Moore.
saying. You got his
Yeah, I
name. It's
got
okay, Sean. It's live TV, okay? Damn, Sean, can everybody be perfect like you, okay?
y'all got a defensive coordinator that orchestrated a number one defense.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah. It wasn't Clint Kubiak's fault, bro.
Yeah. I'm just saying, a Rams disciple is coming to the Saints to help y'all out. You know.
I know, and shout out to over 250 people watching across all platforms. I know the fans. I see the chat lit up to my. There we go. Am I looking at the right way? Oh yeah, look at the picture. To my to my right. The mirror always confuses me. So I gotta look back at the thing and I say, shit, I should have said to my left when I watch the replays. But to my right, I see the chat is lit right now. So I want to know in the chat, how do y'all feel about the direction of the New Orleans Saints? Because on social media, and social media is just a bubble. I totally understand that, but it seems like a lot of fans are pissed off that the Saints are essentially running it back and saying, hey, we do not believe in tanking. We do not believe in essentially breaking the house down from the roof to the foundation. We like to remodel a little bit. We'll do one room at a time instead of just saying, let's just go bulldoze the house and start again. So I want to know in the chat, how do you guys feel about the New Orleans Saints? And I see you Falcons fans in the chat. How do y'all feel? Are y'all loving it? Because I had a lot of trolls, as always, on my Twitter this past week, including the Bucks fans coming and saying, yes, you Saints fans, we love y'all. We love your organization. Y'all continue to run it back, knowing that y'all not going to make the playoffs. We thank y'all so much. And I'm like, God damn, I can't say anything. Sean, I can't tell them anything. Like, we haven't made the playoffs in 4 years, and we keep paying all this money every single season while they get to win the NFC South and raise those damn banners. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Am I mad that we're running it back? No, I actually agree with Sean. I do want to see what we do in the draft, because you guys, the draft is going to be vital. I did an opening rant on this, I think 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I said, this draft, Kellen Moore needs to knock it out the park. People get lost in Sean Payne's first season because all they remember is Drew Brees coming in, Reggie Bush. But that draft, Ziggy, we drafted Marcus Colston. We drafted Zach Strief. We drafted Roman Harper. We drafted some core players to build not only for 2006, but beyond, right? We went on a hell of a run under Sean Payton.
Mhm.
His first draft, he knocked it out the park. Kellen Moore and Mickey Loomis and Jeff Ireland need to knock this draft, and probably next year too, but we're focusing on 2025. They need to knock this draft. It ain't no damn, we can only hit on 1 or 2 players and we'll be happy. No, the 2025 draft is vital. It is vital for the New Orleans Saints. I think we got 9 picks this year. I do not want to see Mickey Loomis fucking trade up, 3 of our draft picks to draft 1 player. No, we need talent. We need that. We got to use all 9. I don't want to do this goddamn trade up for a player because we're 1 player away. No, we need talent. This draft is vital. We have got to hit on our picks, especially the number 9 pick, whoever it is, whether it's the tight end, whether it's the running back, whether it's a wide receiver, whether it's a defensive lineman, whether it's an offensive lineman. We have got to hit on our draft picks this year. I am fine with them saying, we're not going to tear the house down from the roof to the foundation, and we're going to continue to just remodel, retool. But you better hit on your draft picks, because that's where we've really been fucking up the past few years. We have to hit on these draft picks if we want to be a competitive team going forward.
So you don't want to trade up?
No,
at all, John?
No, I'm tired of trading up. We are not 1 player.
What if it's to get Shador or somebody?
I mean, for a quarterback, I could kind of understand, but
that's what I'm saying.
You better hit on that quarterback. We are paying these scouts and Jeff Island a ton of money. They better get it right. They better get it right. No more Isaiah Foskey's. No more Peyton Turners. Zack Baun was a great pick apparently, but we didn't know how to utilize him. Find players that contribute to the goddamn team. They've been living off that 2017 classic draft for years now. We need some goddamn playmakers and depth positional players who can build the foundation of this team 2025 and going forward, man. That's what we really need to hit on. That's where it comes down to. I agree with you, Sean. We got to hit on the draft this year. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The 2025 draft and likely the 2026 draft is vital. It is vital for Kellen Moore if he wants to be a long-term coach for the New Orleans Saints.
I agree.
My thing is, how patient we gonna be with Kellen Moore?
I'm giving him at least 3 years. Sean?
Shit. You gave Dennis Allen all them years. 3? Shit, you
They're
better.
gonna get this man time to cook and time to build because they want him to tank. That's losses on his record as a coach too. You know that, right?
You gave this man, you gave Dennis Allen all them years to do the same shit. Why not give Kellen Moore the same grace period?
Huh?
But I do agree with Jono though. The draft, these next 2 years are vital for the Saints organization, and you better hit if you draft all these picks, 5 out of the 8. If y'all got 8 picks, at least 5 out of the 8 or 6. Make it 6. 6 out of them 8 picks.
I take 5, and I'm not saying all 5 got to be all pro players, but like, goddamn, at least like a solid cornerback or something, you know?
Right. Somebody that just say this. You want to hit on the picks that way. Okay, maybe the first year they all right. You see flashes, but then the next 2 years, oh shit, man, we found this linebacker at or this offensive lineman or D line or cornerback, whatever. Sometimes some players they blossom in that first year, put in the right system, and then some years it might take them probably about a year or 2 to catch up to the playbook because the system is a little complicated. I mean, look at the Eagles. I'm just saying, look at how their defense was. They had veterans and what's the rookie name? Quentin Mitchell, right? Their defense wasn't all that good, right, Zig? Because Vic Fangio made it so complex. So if you get into a system where the coach would be like, all right, maybe I need to scale back and not make it as complex and let the players play free. Who knows? Saints might land a damn linebacker.
Sean, yeah, you right, bro.
A cornerback. I'm just saying.
Ziggy, I know we ain't got a super chat, but can we hit this shit more than the game air horns right quick? Because we got some breaking news.
What you got, big dog? What you got? What news you got, bro?
Nick Underhill. This goes to our topic. Cam Jordan is indeed returning to the New Orleans Saints.
Let's go.
15th season. So we are running it back. We are bringing the old bets back, and we are running it back.
Levels.
I love Cam. I'm good with that one. I'm a hypocrite. Like I get mad that we're not rebuilding. Then I'm like, yes, Demario's back. Cam.
And this is what I be talking about, Jono. What do y'all want?
I'm a hypocrite. I embrace my hypocrisy though. That's the thing about John Barnes. Like people be trying to call me out on Twitter. I'm like, you can't call me out on Twitter. Like I embrace that. I'm a hypocrite. Like Cam John even did like a hype video. So welcome back. That's a man who needs to retire, Ziggy, in black and gold. Like DeMario, Tyron, they already won
last week. I mean, not last week, last season, because he was like taking his last view of the arena, and I'm like, oh nah, come on, bro.
Can I ask y'all a question? How would both of y'all feel if Taysom Hill went to the Denver Broncos?
I'd be sick. I'd throw up.
I'm asking a legit question.
Niggas a Taysom Hill fanatic.
Nah. Me and our boy, y'all know our boy S. Dot, bro. Taysom Hill fanatic.
But if he goes to Denver,
yes, sir.
How would you feel about
up, bro?
Jono?
Please don't put that into the.
He had that serious injury. So, like I said, if I can look at things from a business perspective, you know what? I would be cutthroat and be like, yeah, I'm sorry, Cam. I'm sorry, Taysom. I'm sorry, DeMario. But it's a young man's game. We need to build a future. Now, as a fan, if you ask me as a fan, no, I want all those guys. I love those guys. Like,
what's our salary cap, John?
I'm a DM and I'm a text. I wish I could text. Tweet Cam now. Like, man, come on my show. Every year he says after the Super Bowl. This year I'm gonna say because he's going to tell me
after the Super Bowl.
No. After he says after the Saints win one. I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like Cam. Come on now. This year I'm gonna be very straight. I'm like Cam. You know your ass ain't winning no Super Bowl down here in New Orleans. Come on the goddamn show and celebrate your 15th year in New Orleans. So John, I don't want to take some to go, Sean. I'm a hypocrite. I don't want to take some to go.
Are we still in salary cap hell, John?
Hell yeah, we in salary. We keeping everybody. We running it back.
Compared to like last season to now, are we getting better? Air quotes.
Well, we are. I mean, we're doing the same thing every year. So like right now, no, we're not in salary cap hell for 2025. We are in 2026 because every year we maneuver, and which is fine. I don't mind doing it. I've advocated for that, but do it when you got Drew Brees and Sean Payton. You don't do it when you got Dennis Allen and Derek Carr.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't mind them maneuvering the cap. Hell, do it. The Rams did it, and they bought them a Super Bowl. But you know what the Rams also did? And I would give y'all credit, Sean, because you talked about the draft being vital. Man, do y'all hit on y'all draft picks. Jerry Verse. I mean, I don't even remember the names of the time. But y'all had a hell of a draft last year, and that's why y'all were one play away from the NFC Championship game. Like, y'all hit on y'all draft picks. Yes, y'all maneuver the cap. Maybe y'all pay some players that y'all don't need to pay going forward. But y'all said, you know what? It's going to be fine because we are going to hit on our draft picks and we can make up for those cap hits that we get. Y'all doing it right. I will give y'all that, Sean. Y'all are doing it right. It must be nice, Sean. We were doing it right for a little bit until Mickey Loomis had a hard on for Dennis Allen and Derek Carr said, this is the two people I want to.
This Sean Payton fault for leaving.
Yep. We got a super chat, y'all.
So get the goddamn. Oh, that's my favorite. The fish reminds me of her. When y'all eating y'all fish place on Friday for lunch, make sure y'all remind.
Why is Majin Buu his avatar?
Who is that? I'm not
Dragon Ball.
You know me and Sean don't watch no damn Dragon Ball.
I don't know what that was.
Why the hell is Costello on the team?
Lumas. Lumas. He must be Spanish. Lumas.
He's the goat.
Lumas needs to go. I don't think Loomis is going anywhere at this point.
Oh man.
Sorry, fish reminds me of her. So yeah, y'all. I mean, with Cam coming back, like it's the Saints are running it back. So Sean, I know you said you got to wait for the draft, but do you think the Saints have any shot at the playoffs?
I'm gonna just say this: new defensive coordinator. I don't know, bro. I'll give y'all a shot. I mean, fuck, why not? I mean, shit. You never know with injuries. You know, that plays a big part in these predictions as well. We overlook it. We just look at we got this player, but in order for you to make it to where you want to, those players have to stay healthy. So
true.
Shit, anything can happen, gentlemen. Why not?
Two things can be true. I do think Dennis Allen got a raw deal as far as injuries last year. Absolutely. But he didn't have the credentials to do another. I mean, ironically, with the moves we making, I tweeted this. I feel like if Gail didn't step in, I 100% believe Dennis Allen would have been our coach again this year. I feel like Mickey Loomis really believes in his approach and the vision of this team. And he always just seems to think that there was an external factor for why we haven't gotten over the hump yet, which, is why Mickey Loomis is such a popular guy in New Orleans right now. But thankfully, Gail finally did something and stepped in and said, nah, we got to at least have a new voice if we're going to do this approach of retooling instead of rebuilding. Like you said, Sean, I do think we need to wait till after the draft because that's going to be vital. And then even after the draft, we only going by what the players are projected to be. Like a player might be a bust, a player might be better than what he was hyped up to be. But we can at least get a better feel for how the team is going to look, not just for us, but for all the teams, including your team. Like your team, again, has been knocking it out the park with the draft year after year, which is why I thought it was silly that y'all were even considering letting Matt Stafford leave. I'm like, y'all window is technically still open. It may not be as open as Philadelphia or the Commanders now or whatever, but y'all still got a window. So why not keep riding that? Because y'all keep hitting on y'all draft picks. The Saints, this is why I keep saying, Ziggy, it's vital, bro. I'm using the word of the month, the word of the offseason. Vital. The draft is vital this year, Ziggy. Ziggy, I don't know why I'm asking you this, but do you think the Saints are going to be a playoff contender? Are we going to be, Ziggy? Yeah. Are we going to be in the hunt?
Without hesitation, of course. What you mean? What do you? Come on, Sean, don't do that, bro. Why are you shaking your head?
No. I'm just saying.
Come on, bro. We are. We got a new coach, somebody has a chip on their shoulder. Kellen Moore is going to prove himself. A lot of people kind of questioning his credentials of being a head coach, different things like that. I think the Saints kind of came out on top with this one. A lot of people are laughing at the Saints. Y'all didn't get y'all coach. It took y'all so long to find a coach, and then Kellen Moore won the Super Bowl and fell right into our laps. So you know what I'm saying. So I think everything is going to work out, bro. For real. I think we're going to be.
A lot of fans are saying, Kellen Moore is just another puppet for Mickey Loomis again because he didn't put his foot down and say, no, I don't want Derek Carr. How do you feel about that?
But once again, I think, logistically, you're saying it's almost like a damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like, who we going to go with if we got rid of the Carr? Who we going to go with then?
That's a good point. Like Sean said, you could have signed a cheap free agent. You could have drafted somebody. You could have said, we're going to give Spencer Rattler 1 year to prove himself. But then
we could
it
draft
could
somebody
lead to losses, Ziggy, and then there's going to be a portion of fans, not every fan, but a lot of fans saying, Kellen Moore sucks. Like, he only won 4 games this year. And then you would come on the show and say, well, didn't y'all want him to lose 4 games this year? I get it. I get it, Ziggy. Ziggy, I get it. There's a side to everything. I hope the Saints ultimately are proven correct. Like, hey, we told y'all keeping Derek Carr for this year was going to prove to be bountiful for this organization. But
I got a question, John, for you and for the community. If we get one game from the playoffs and miss the playoffs again,
Ooh, God,
successful or
failure, absolute failure. I don't.
how's it feel? I
Again,
thought we
I'm
wanted
tired, dog. I'm too. Don't get me started. Again. I'm tired, bro. Of
to
the
wild
again,
card.
again, not good enough to make the playoffs, but not
Okay.
bad enough to get a top 5 pick. Like you're stuck in one of the worst spots as a franchise, which we have been. The Pelicans too, even though they have made the playoffs a few years, they haven't won the goddamn game playoff series. But like, I think both franchises are just like in a state where it's like, God damn, give me something to have hope in. Like at least when my team sucks, I got hope in a shiny new top 3, top 4 draft pick is coming to my city to be the savior of the franchise. We haven't even had that. So no, I would be pissed off, Ziggy. It's going to be a rant of epic proportions if we miss the playoffs by 1 game in January 2026.
Okay, see, and that's what I'm talking about. And then everybody gonna be wanting to crucify, kill him up. I thought we were supposed to give him time to cook.
I'm not gonna.
That's a good first year.
I feel like I'm fair. I'm not gonna necessarily crucify Kellen. I'm gonna crucify just the existence of being a Saints fan since Drew Brees has retired.
Look at that. Look, Cajun said, J Dog said he optimistic about
my guy. Look, put up Real Fan Sports and make sure y'all check out their YouTube, his YouTube channel. They do great work over at Real Fan Sports.
What's up, Real Fans?
It's like purgatory. I said that in 2020.
You did say that, I remember.
I say we're in purgatory. That's the worst spot to be in. It's the worst spot to be in. Sean has been able to. I mean, y'all think Sean is bad on the show. Y'all should see Sean in our group chats. Sean is rulers in our group chat every year about the Saints. Like, y'all boys talk all that shit, and y'all ain't been shit since Drew Brees. Drew Brees was the lipstick on y'all pig of a franchise. And I'm tired of Sean talking all that shit. Like,
y'all be egging my dog on though sometimes though. He be
we got another super chat, huh?
Fish reminds me of her one more time. Sorry to cut you off, John. He says super chat 199. We won't make the playoffs. Stop it. You thought that was for me?
You're talking to you, Ziggy.
No,
I we were making the playoffs.
I said we're gonna be in the hunt.
Ziggy does always make sure.
I said we're gonna be in the hunt.
Oh man, I love the passion from the chat. I see Twitter's blowing up with their reaction to the Cam Jordan news. I'm excited. Sean,
I'm excited, John.
Sean, how do you feel about us bringing all these veterans back?
Wait, why he laughing?
But Sean, maybe Sean, like we could keep them, but like also like let their role diminish a bit, and hopefully with the draft picks, you get a young defensive end to get most of the snaps while Cam plays that Godfather role.
I like I said, I'm kind of interested to see how Taylor is going to be utilized in the defense, and I'm glad y'all bought Demario Davis back for sure. Chase Young was a great signing back. I mean, he's still kind of young, and I feel like that's still a great asset to go with Granderson. So I'm glad y'all kept them. I mean, like I said, y'all D-line, it's not that bad, bro. Like,
it could be better. It could be better.
It could be better, but it's not terrible.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not great. Like Chase Young is
it's
good.
Not the Eagles.
I want him to be great.
It's not the Eagles, anything like that. I mean, nobody has the Eagles D-line like they did last year, but I mean,
here's a tweet. I know exactly. Awful. That's what you got to do, though. You got to build through the lines. I always say you build your team through the lines. The Eagles have a great offensive line and a great defensive line. Surprise, surprise. They won it in the Super Bowl this year. Tweet from Mike Triplett from New Orleans Football says, Cam Jordan had 1 year and $12.5 million left on his deal. A pay cut is expected, but Ziggy, this is going to be music to your ears. Cam Jordan wanted to stay in New Orleans. Let's give Cam Jordan a round of applause. That man is this shit more than the game certified. That man is the embodiment of this shit more than the game certified. Cam Jordan, you need to come on my goddamn show. You are this shit more than the game certified. You need to come to the This Shit More Than the Game studios so the whole city of New Orleans can give you your flowers for being a top 4 Saint of all time. And I did not stutter when I say top 4 Saint of all time. Maybe even top 3 behind Drew Brees and Ricky Jackson if y'all want to get serious about it.
Especially after over 100 sacks? I mean,
and his whole career has been in black and gold. He didn't go to any other team. That man says, I am dedicated to New Orleans. That man is this shit more than the game certified.
Facts.
We welcome you back home, Cam Jordan. Ziggy, we got another super chat from the Fish. Reminds me of he killing it, man. It's Lent season, so you know.
Fish must really remind him of her. What kind of fish is it?
It's a fish fillet for me. Catfish. I love me some good fried catfish football.
Redfish.
He said, he's not happy. He says the vets need to go. Love the energy, but you done, Unc. Oh, he kind of Cam Jordan. Somebody called me an Unc on Twitter like a month ago. I'm like, I know I ain't that damn.
You gotta embrace it, bro.
I don't know. I ain't even got no great hair to be called Unc. We still call our dads and our uncles like unks. Like they are still the old folks. Like we haven't accepted that we are technically the old folks now. We need to get young and let go of the old news. Let's march for Arch. Let's tank. Well, Fish reminds me of how clearly the Saints do not agree with your approach because they are doing the exact opposite. But we appreciate the super chats. Every super chat that we get, you guys, we invest right back into the John Baun Show. And that's why we want to give a this shit more than a thanks to everybody who left the chat the past 2 weeks on the John Baun Show, which was Brute Saint, the king of the super chats, and our guy Easy Ziggy, who says that you better be ready for WrestleMania in New Orleans next year. Ziggy, you haven't been on the show since the announcement was made official, but WrestleMania is coming to New Orleans. And Easy E tweeted me on, I think he tweeted you too. Ziggy. I think I showed you the tweet. He said it's going down for WrestleMania April 2026 in New Orleans. So
I know one thing, bro. The content gonna be crazy.
Ooh, y'all
gonna be crazy on the John Baun Show.
Y'all thought the Super Bowl content was oh boy, wait till that WrestleMania content. And I'm already trying to network my way into like give y'all like exclusive, like like let me use some of this clout that I have in New Orleans apparently to really give y'all some special access to what WWE WrestleMania is going to be for the city of New Orleans. You damn right.
I have a question.
Oh,
yeah. Rob, what's your favorite drink in New Orleans?
You know what I'm gonna ask him when you and Stone Cold gonna lock up one last time. I need my dog. Like, I want my dog at WrestleMania this year in Vegas, but if he skips out on it to come to New Orleans next year, I will be really, really appreciative. Sean, we're gonna have a time for WrestleMania, huh?
Yeah, man. WrestleMania finally coming back again. Oh man, I can't wait.
We got so much. This is the problem is that y'all don't come up to work consistently, so there's like so much things that we can talk about. Cena's heel turn. Like there's so many topics that you guys missed out on that I want to talk to y'all about, but I want to respect everybody's time, man. Damn, show up to work, y'all. Both of y'all. Tired of the excuses.
Hey, man.
Y'all know I got so y'all both know if y'all know all the things I got going on in my life right now, and I still come on this show every single week for the This Shit More Than the Game community. Oh, y'all, This Shit More Than the Game certified or not?
Hey man, the Saint season tickets and the Pelican season tickets price went up. The price went up too for production and color commentary.
You see, my man is stripped down to the bare bones. I actually did what the fans wanted the Saints to do. Like I'm stripping everything down to the bare bones because y'all know I'm in the process of going to a brand new state of the art This Shit More Than a Man Cave coming real soon, y'all. So y'all definitely gonna look out for that.
This
and I'm
shit more
still
than
going
a
to
game
show every single
studio.
week for the people when I should be doing, even more work. So y'all can show up to work more consistently. I'm calling y'all asses out right now. And if y'all don't, I guess that maybe we might have to have ourselves a triple threat match at WrestleMania 43 with John O, Ziggy, and Sean in New Orleans in the Superdome.
With an Evan run in and Evan goes over and catches it.
Who's Evan? Who's Evan? Evan hasn't been on the show longer than Sean at this point.
And Lyndon, the referee.
I mean, let's be honest, Jono. What has Dallas even been doing in free agency, bro?
Y'all talking about us.
They just signed Payne Turner. I'll be hiding my face too if I was Evan if my team big free agency splash move was signing Payne Turner to a contract. Let's hear a word from one of our sponsors, and then we will get to all of the NFL free agency news that has been happening the past 48 hours. Here's a gift just for you for being a fan. Are you going to a sports game or a concert or any major event? Well, buy your tickets from SeatGeek and use the promo code JONO at checkout and you can receive $20 off your purchase over $50. That's $20 off your purchase. What are you waiting for? You know this shit more than a game, man. That's your favorite. You probably haven't heard that in like 2 months, so I played that one specifically for you. But I'm also going to play another clip. Y'all always want to laugh at me. Y'all always want to come, especially everybody on Twitter, when Jono has a bad take. Nobody ever comes when Jono Bones was right. Because if y'all remember, 1 year ago to this day, I did the NFL free agency recap show here on the Jono Bones Show. I did it by myself. So I'm a lower the temperature on you guys. At least you guys actually showed up to the free agency show this year. But this is what I say on the John Baun's free agency show last year. So good luck to Zack Baun in Philadelphia. No, like every time a player leaves us to go to Philadelphia, they come to become a all-pro. So knowing now, like Zack Baun going to have a elite year next year, but we'll worry about that when it comes. Ziggy. I tried telling them, huh? I tried telling them. I have to get my video. Bro, you can't make this
stuff
up. You can't make this up. Look, I literally predicted what was going to happen with Zack Baun. So listen to your boy. It's the purpose of this whole show. Your boy be trying to tell y'all. Y'all think it's a catchphrase at this point. Nah, man, me and Ziggy, we be trying to tell y'all sometimes, man. We be trying to tell y'all. That's why we're going to get to the 2025 free agency reaction.
What's funny how that became a meme.
I use this line on my wife all the time. Whenever I finally actually get something right between us when we debate or having an argument, I'm like, hey, I tried telling you. I showed Ziggy on Mardi Gras. I said,
he really did, bro.
I tried telling her.
I be saying that shit at work.
I bet you be saying that a lot, huh? Anyways.
One last thing, Jono. You know what's funny in that clip that you just showed?
What's up?
You saw the chat roll? There was some heavy hitters in that chat. Just saying.
And I want to, that's a good point. I want to give I don't want to start naming names because then you forget somebody.
Dennis Allen was in the chat.
Oh, no, well, you took that a way different direction than what I was going. But yeah, we did have Dennis Allen. I'm just talking about the consistent names that you Archangel. I appreciate people who come on it, who have been with us consistently, right? You get somebody might come on for one show every 6 months, but then you see old clips and you're like, damn, you got some people who really be rocking with you week in and week out, and we appreciate y'all for real. I hope y'all know how grateful we are. So I'm glad you actually said that, Ziggy, because they got some people who come to this chat every single week that the foundation of the This Shit More Than the Game community. Now that clip though, I talked about Zack Baun, so we're going to start off our free agency reactions with one Zack Baun who re-signed with the Philadelphia Eagles, and he got paid. He deserved it. It was crazy because I remember last year, y'all, me and you and Ziggy Sean, we were debating about was Zack Baun worthy of coming back to New Orleans. He wound up being arguably the best linebacker in the NFL last year. He got paid because of that. How do y'all feel about the Eagles securing Zack Baun long term? Let's make this quick because we got a lot of names to go through.
I mean, why not? They're trying to repeat, so why not bring as many people as you can back?
Ziggy, does it make you feel? I'm sorry, Sean. Ziggy, does it make you feel any type of way damn, Zack Baun, he could have been doing this in New Orleans if we used him, right?
Yeah, but we don't have the infrastructure or the system to have him flourish clearly, and that's what shows that he made the right decision for himself to stay where you won the championship.
And also, we didn't get to talk about this show. We are now going to a 3-4 defense, Ziggy and Sean. So that's really going to change the look of our defense. So, Sean, I don't know how you feel. Does that change your mind a little bit, Sean, that with us keeping all these veterans that we got a 3-4 defense to utilize them in now?
I mean, that means Chase Young is going to be more of a stand-up linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? I don't know. I mean, that might work for. That means that might give space to Demario Davis. That's why that I said, and that's a great point, John. I didn't know y'all was going to a 3-4 defense, so that's even more of a big sign that y'all got from the Patriots, that D tackle, because you need a D tackle to be dominant in the 3-4 defense.
And Justin Reed, because we're probably going to put him. I know he's a safety, but we're probably going to play him a lot like a linebacker, put him in the box.
In the box, yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's just gonna be interesting to see. All right, you got Chase Young that's gonna be on the edge, but who's gonna be Grandison? Can he go from with his hand on the ground to a stand-up linebacker? They say it's not a big difference, but you'll be surprised how most people are more comfortable putting their hand on the ground and rushing the passer, and some people like to stand up. I don't know, bro, but I don't know. We shall see. It might be a better scheme for y'all. I mean, y'all been running a 4-3 scheme for years, so maybe a change in the defense might be something different. I mean, Brandon Staley wasn't a good head coach, but when he was with us as a defensive coordinator,
that's how he earned his name. He had he had Aaron Donald. It's different when you have Aaron Donald. I get it, but we'll see. We will absolutely see. I saw Jerry ask where's Aaron Rodgers going between the Steelers and the Giants. Well, that remains to be seen, but we know that the Steelers opening is available because Justin Fields is leaving Pittsburgh to go to the Jets. How do y'all feel about that?
I like it. It gives him a chance to resurrect his career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe we could have made that move, right, Sean? You take a fly on him. It works out. If not, hey, you could draft another quarterback anytime soon. Daniel Jones, it's these quarterbacks, they are busts, but they still get paid. It pays to be a bust of a quarterback in the NFL. He's going to the Colts. So Sean and Ziggy, do y'all think Anthony Richardson should be worried, or do y'all think Anthony Richardson should probably be like, hey, I could deal with Daniel Jones. That's my competition.
I'll let Ziggy go first.
Oh yeah. AR, he'll be all right. I mean, I don't see this being anything. It's just a backup quarterback.
Sean?
I actually think AR needs to be very concerned, like very concerned, because I don't care how he finished the season. You can't shake that you can't shake what he did, like giving up on
Getting
his team
benched.
like that, Zig. Like, I'm
Oh,
tired. I need a
you're
break.
right. I forgot about that. You're right, Sean.
So
You're right.
I'm just saying, and then also too, Zig, can he stay healthy? Like Anthony Richardson always give you these flashes, but can he stay healthy? So
Yeah.
if I was him, I would be worried for sure, big time.
It's gonna be interesting. What is also interesting is one team that did make a quarterback change was Seattle, who actually was a playoff contender. And they say, yeah, but we feel like we've gone as far as we can with Geno Smith. They traded him to the Raiders. Do y'all think the Raiders are suddenly a threat now that they have Geno Smith along with Pete Carroll?
Hell no.
Ziggy?
Why you said it like that?
I know
Hell
it ain't
no.
like Geno trash. Geno's a good quarterback.
Bruh, they are in the division with an up and coming Denver team.
Yeah, I know.
The Chargers are a good team. And let's be frank, unless Patrick Mahomes retired today, the Raiders got no. It makes it more competitive. I give them that. But no.
So they fighting for wild card.
No, they fighting for draft picks.
Don't doubt Pete Carroll, Sean. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't doubt Pete Carroll. Well, the Seahawks lost their quarterback, but they gained the quarterback in Sam Darnold, who is now their signal caller for the foreseeable future. Do y'all think Sam Darnold was a 1 year, 1 day in Minnesota, or do y'all think it's a good move for Seattle? Ziggy?
This is I don't know, because they lost DK as well, but
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you throwing the JJ, and I don't know, man.
Yes, I don't like it at all, Jono. One hit wonder. Good luck to Seattle.
Well, y'all mentioned it, and I feel bad for Clint Kubiak. Like, he goes to Seattle when they get rid of all their best players. But they did bring in a familiar face. Ziggy, Saints MVP, arguably, Marquez Valdez-Scantling signed with the Seahawks today. How do you think that's going to work? Do you think that it was the system in New Orleans with Clint Kubiak? That is why MVS had a great season. So you think that's going to?
That's probably why he went to go get him.
He said, I can really make money with Clint Kubiak.
That's probably why he went to go get him.
But as Sean and you mentioned, they gained MVS, but they lost a huge piece with the Steelers now trading for DK Metcalf. How do y'all feel like about the Seahawks? Like, they seem like they are a team that says, okay, we know we're not good enough, so we're going to tear the house down from the roof to the foundation, unlike the Saints who say, nah, we're just running back and kind of maybe remodel a room or two. Sean, how do you feel about the Seahawks trading like some of their best players?
I think the DK, to your point, Jono, why you got DK in his prime, he's literally in his prime, just trade him away. I mean, y'all not doing anything or giving him a reason to stay around, so why not? I think it's an excellent trade for the Steelers for sure, if they can get themselves a quarterback.
Well, then who should the Steelers get at quarterback? You got DK Metcalf. Do you go back with Russell Wilson? Do you draft somebody? Do you go with Aaron Rodgers and believe that Rodgers still has one more year left in him?
I mean, Russell Wilson does have a rapport with DK Metcalf, but
yeah.
As you seen, Russell Wilson, he had that hot streak, and then I don't know what the hell happened down the line. So it's hard to tell, John. I ain't gonna lie to you, but if I put my money on it, you give Aaron Rodgers some weapons, even though he has somewhat of weapons in New York. I'll roll with Aaron Rodgers. I'll roll with him.
Ziggy, how you feel about DK Metcalf getting traded?
This is, I mean, good for this is a win for the Steelers, and like you said as well, a win for Seattle if they feel like they got all they could with him and they couldn't do anything with him, get him while he's valuable.
I don't know. Sometimes
I mean, it's weird for Seahawks fans, but I mean, for Steelers, they like
what? Was it a win for the Titans for trading AJ Brown in his prime? I mean, Philadelphia reaped that.
Hell no. I don't know why the Titans.
But y'all always say trade them a year early before.
Don't be using my stuff against me. Another star wide receiver that got traded was Deebo Samuel, who is going to the Washington Commanders. Man, the Commanders have been making some moves. Because they also traded for Larry Tunsil. The Commanders are doing it the right way, guys. They got Jaden Daniels on a cheap contract for like the next 3 years. So they say we need to go all in. Wow,
that's crazy.
We'll have to pay him $150 million, and we're going to try to load up our team
that they coming
with talent. So how do y'all feel about the Washington Commanders' moves so far?
Bro, I think they doing an excellent job, and that's one of the teams that I think that's killing it in free agency, bro. Debo Samuels, you got left tackle, you got running backs, receivers, bro. Top five, one of the top five NFC teams for sure. Starting the season.
Ziggy, do you think the Commanders will be back into the NFC Championship game with moves like this?
Oh, 1,000%. Of course, they still got what? So you mean
Terry
you
McLaurin,
still have Scary Terry and Devo?
Zach Ertz,
Austin Eckler. Yep, they still got the
Austin Eckler, Brian Robinson.
Yeah, and then
That's
you
crazy.
hope Jaden doesn't have a sophomore slump like CJ Stroud, but even CJ Stroud's sophomore slump was a good year. So, hey, man, shout out to the Commanders. They are doing the damn thing. They say our windows are officially open, and we are trying to kick our foot through that motherfucker. Now, the Texans traded Larry Tunsil, but that isn't their only loss because they got CJ Gardner-Johnson. Man, y'all, why can CGJ not keep a team? Like, he just won a Super Bowl in Philadelphia, and they traded him again. Why can he not stay on one team every single year? I don't get it.
I don't get it neither, bro. I mean, he's a good player. I just don't get it. I don't know, bro. Maybe
And
he just
also,
built for that one tier. I don't know.
what are the Texans doing? Because they traded their best offensive lineman, Larry Tunsil, to the Commanders. They traded another offensive lineman to get CJ Gardner-Johnson. Like, goddamn, do they want CJ Stroud to be healthy all year? I don't get what the Texans are doing, to be honest.
Me neither. Maybe they got some. I don't know. Maybe they got some offensive linemen that they're projecting the draft, or they got some people in the building within the in-house that they feel is better. So I don't know. That's the only reason I can see why they would trade the two best offensive linemen.
Do y'all think CGJ will flourish in Houston?
Yes, of course. I think he will. That's a young defense, Jono. So I think he'll fit right into that defensive scheme for DeMarco Ryans for sure.
I think DeMarco Ryans wanted, like, because CJ brings that swag to a team, right? I think he probably say our team needs a little bit more swag after having a bit of a downfall last year after having that great 2023 season. So I understand that move. I just hope that they can keep CJ Stroud healthy because they train all the offensive linemen to get some of these other players in return.
Facts.
DeAndre Hopkins is going to the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I saw a lot of funny tweets that Baltimore is where elite wide receivers go to perish, essentially, because usually Baltimore gets the wide receivers at the tail end of their career. Obviously, Hopkins was not the same Hopkins of his prime in Kansas City. Do y'all think Hopkins has any juice left in the tank to be a valuable contributor to the Baltimore Ravens in 2025?
I believe so. I mean, I don't think he's going to be that. I don't think he's definitely not going to be that receiver that he was with the Texans and his little time in Arizona. But I mean, they're a run heavy team. I think he'll contribute like third down receiver or something like that. But it's an eye signing. It's nothing spectacular.
What about this signing? The Patriots are making some moves this offseason. They signed Harold Landry. Do y'all feel like he can be a difference maker for the New England Patriots?
I do. Patriots has always been a staple of defense, and
they got Mike Vrabel now. They got Mike Vrabel as head coach.
I really like the signing of Carlton Davis to go with Christian Gonzalez too. So
yeah, they are making some moves. Like, they are going for it. Just like now, they didn't have as much success as the Commanders last year, but Drake May played some pretty good football. They're like, hey, we got a quarterback who has flashes on the rookie contract. We got to go all in. So I'm very interested, Sean. I think the Patriots are going to be a team to watch out for in 2025. And I think Mike Vrabel is a great coach. Like, I can see them being like that surprise team in 2025. It'll be interesting. Now, if Sean Payne has his way, right, because the Denver Broncos are making some moves now. They signed Dre Greenlaw from the San Francisco 49ers, and earlier today signed Evan Ingram. Sean Payne says, I am going all in with my rookie quarterback too. Do y'all think the Broncos are a much more significant threat in 2025 with these two moves?
Facts. Yeah, I do. Big threats. Big threats to that AFC West title for sure. They defense is
wait, so you think they're actually going to compete with the Chiefs for the division title?
I actually think so. Yes, I do.
I'm with Sean.
I do. Jono.
I like Greenlaw a lot, so I'm not disagreeing. I love Greenlaw.
The Broncos to me, besides the game that Kansas City threw away, I'm not counting that game. But if it wasn't for that block field goal, I mean, the Broncos played them tough, and they should have won that game. So I think so, bro. The Broncos, and depending on who else they get on offense, the pair with Cortland Sutton and I forgot the other guy named Mims. Yes, they're definitely going to compete with the Chiefs for that AFC West title for sure.
I see people in the chat saying Chicago's making moves. Yes, they are, but a team that I really think is making moves is the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, Vikings.
Because
Yep.
their D line is going to be stacked next year.
Yes.
They signed
Yes.
Jonathan Allen, and today they also signed Javon Hargrave.
Bruh.
That D
Yeah,
line
that's
is
crazy.
going. That D line is going to be something. Hey, Minnesota
Right.
now. We don't know JJ McCarthy, the quarterback. Who is the
It's JJ. It's JJ McCarthy.
have they solidified? Yeah, because they didn't sign anybody, huh?
No, it's
Yeah,
JJ
I mean,
McCarthy.
I
for
saw
sure.
some rumors that Rodgers might go, and follow that Brett Favre trajectory of Green Bay, New York, Minnesota. But I know one thing, that D line with Jonathan Allen. I mean, these aren't like sexy names to the casual fans, but Jonathan Allen and
those
Javon
guys-
Hargrave are some dogs. Like they are some
Yes.
dogs. And that Minnesota D line next year is going to eat. So Sean, you seem to be in
Agreed.
agreement that the Vikings are going to be a threat next year as well as you, Ziggy.
No.
Yeah, I actually like the Chicago. The reason why I like the Chicago move because not only because Ben Johnson. I'm not saying the Bears are gonna, because you still got the Lions and the Vikings, but I do think that offensive line, they really are structuring that offensive line to keep Caleb Williams upright. Because I think Ben Johnson, if he get the right weapons, John,
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're gonna win the title, but they got a defense to at least hang with the Lions and to hang with the Vikings. It's divisional game, so you never know. But I do like what the Bears are doing. But the Vikings, I seen that was my three teams.
I don't have a graphic for the Bears because, as we all know, offensive linemen aren't like sexy moves. But you're right, the Bears have made some great offensive line moves to protect their franchise quarterback, and we'll see what happens. But the D-line moves feel sexy to me, and I love what the Vikings are doing. I also love that the Cardinals signed Josh Sweat from Philadelphia. They also say, hey, we kind of bolster up our D-line too. So, I mean, the Cardinals are always like that sneaky team that, 1 year they might be great, the next year they might be back to reality. Sean, in your NFC West, are you worried about the Cardinals?
Hell no.
Okay, simple enough. Those aren't the only defensive linemen getting paid though, because I know if y'all remember, Myles Garrett put on a big show at the Super Bowl week saying he wanted out of Cleveland and he was trying to go to a winner and he wanted to finish his career with a franchise that valued winning. And boy, oh boy,
it worked, Jono.
Throwing a lot of money makes, because they wind up giving Myles Garrett the highest paid non-quarterback contract of all time. And suddenly you can see the smile on his face. He is happy to be back in Cleveland. Myles Garrett.
I'd be happy too.
Yeah, exactly. So you think it was all the front just to get paid, or do you really think that he was, upset with Cleveland, but money makes everybody feel better, right?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of both, but I mean, money, once the ink dried on that contract, he was back happy.
Sean, do you think the Browns, who don't have a quarterback right now, I mean, unless you think Deshaun Watson is going to be back in time for the season, do you think the Browns are a threat in the AFC? I mean, look, Sean, they were in the playoffs 2 years ago. They had a bad year last year, but they were just.
I mean, if they keep that defense intact, I think they got a lot of work to do. They may need a couple of more offensive weapons. I like Jerry Jeudy and David and Njoku, and of course Nick Chubb. He was just coming off his ACL tear, but I don't know, bro. It's like the Browns, they still in the. It's just kind of like how the Denver Broncos and the Raiders. It's like they in the same division with the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Ravens. Yeah, they're gonna definitely need a quarterback. The only quarterback that I don't know if he's still on that team though, but why not give Jameis Winston the keys to the show?
No, he's a free agent. Jameis is a free agent because
a
lot of fans are saying they want Jameis in Pittsburgh. They say Jameis with DK Metcalf, and that could be a show.
Now that is something interesting.
Hey, that's a good one, Jono. I didn't think of that.
I wouldn't mind Jameis in New Orleans. I ain't gonna lie, but obviously
he'll come back. He clearly had a good time. He clearly misses New Orleans.
He liked beignets.
Myles Garrett didn't even get a week though, y'all, to be the highest paid player this offseason because the Buffalo Bills gave Josh Allen the highest paid contract in NFL history. Now, it seems like it's obviously a good move, right? A good move. So it's not like there's much to analyze with this. But do y'all think, I'm going to ask y'all because y'all haven't been on the show since the end of the year. Do y'all think Josh Allen deserves MVP over Lamar Jackson is what I want to ask.
No.
Oh, wow. Sean?
I'm gonna say, I hate to say it, Ziggy. I think so. That game solidified it, the playoffs to me. When Lamar, when you need Lamar to step up,
Lamar, hold
This
on.
is
Lamar,
regular season.
the tight
Regular
end dropped the
season.
ball. That's not Lamar did what he had to do. Lamar gave him a game-winning 2-point, and he dropped it.
I get it, but start off is all about how you start off too, Jono. Lamar was
Yeah,
causing
no,
it.
I give you that. I give you that.
I'm just saying. I mean, it could have went either way. I would have loved both of them, and I know that's not a popular thing because I think the last time that happened, co-MVPs was with Peyton Manning and Steve McNair. So, of course, I would have loved to see both of them get it, but I mean, the shit that Josh Allen was doing, like, I'm not saying Lamar didn't do anything. He put up some numbers, but the stuff that Josh Allen was doing within that stretch, where he was just running touchdowns, catching them, it was crazy. And then he was beating teams like ridiculous. Like, he was beating the teams like the Chiefs, the Lions. Of course, we beat them, but he was beating some top-notch playoff contending teams.
If you're Pat Mahomes, do you come back to the Chiefs and say, "Hey, I deserve to be the highest paid quarterback"?
Not with how he played in the Super Bowl.
Wow. Okay, sorry that he didn't win this.
Real talk, bro. I really think Pat Mahomes would be like, you know what? I will restructure my contract if y'all get me some. I need more fucking weapons. Like the weapons they got now, Jono, it's not enough. It's not going to be enough, bro. I don't care. I understand.
I mean, it could be enough. They went to the Super Bowl 3 straight times, but if you give him like, I know what you're saying. Like, give him like that.
Weapons,
no,
it involves a little luck. But you remember, like the Patriots will always win the Super Bowls with like not great talent, not elite talent, but not like superstar names. Then that one year, Randy Moss suddenly became available, and you saw what Tom Brady did with like elite weapons. Like if the Chiefs could somehow find a way to get Patrick Mahomes an elite weapon, I think he could remind everybody.
And they didn't win a Super Bowl when he got Randy Moss.
Okay. Anyways,
right, but I think
poor Tom Brady only has what, Ziggy, 6 Super Bowls instead of 7.
Poor Tom Brady.
Poor Mahomes, he only has 3 Super Bowls now instead of 4. Josh Allen is not alone though. Even though he signed the highest paid contract, Buffalo say we still got enough money to pass around because they signed Josh Palmer from the Chargers. They re-signed Damar Hamlin, a great story. We all know what happened with Damar Hamlin 2 years ago, and they took a flyer on Joey Bosa. So they are still in it to win it and saying, God damn it, we are trying to win a Super Bowl. Sean and Ziggy, do y'all think with these moves, the Bills can finally get over that Kansas City hump and make the Super Bowl next year?
Yes.
Ziggy.
Kind of in the middle.
AFC going to be fun, man, with the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Bills. Then you got these other AFC, like you say, Sean. The Broncos are trying to show that, hey, we something. Ziggy, you said
the Broncos is who I'm gonna be really looking to see some action from.
Sean, do you think Joey Bosa? I know he's been battling with some injuries, but do you think that he could be like that X factor to finally get them over the hump? Because we know when Joey Bosa is on, he's a top player. He just has been dealing with injuries.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they D line is already official. They signed Greg Russo, if I'm not mistaken. They signed him to an extension too, but. They D-line is crazy. Ed Oliver. If they could keep them linebackers healthy and just kind of beef up, I think their weakness is the secondary a little bit. I think they're going to need some better corners. But other than that, I think Buffalo has a real shot to make the Super Bowl next year for sure.
I think Palmer and Josh Allen's going to be a nice little combo. I'm trying to. I don't want to spoil my fantasy plans, but I got my eye on Josh Palmer for our fantasy draft in about 5 months.
Okay.
Now, Ziggy, you see the Saints are like keeping all of the fan favorites. One team that's like doing a complete opposite of the Saints, and it's funny because this is a team that's been to the Super Bowl and like it's showing like, hey, maybe you got to have some balls and say, sorry, y'all, it's a business. We can't keep every fan favorite. It's the San Francisco 49ers. They let Greenlaw go to the Broncos, as we talked about earlier, and they released Kyle Juszczyk. I just find it real funny how like a team like the 49ers, who have had success the past 4 years, is saying that, hey, you can't be afraid to cut these players, like Sean said, 1 year early instead of 1 year late, while the Saints kind of running back, even though we haven't made the playoffs the past 4 years. Sean, this is your NFC West rival. How do you feel about the 49ers basically saying, yeah, we're not rebuilding, but we are getting rid of some of these players and we're going to retool and try to start anew?
I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't give a damn. They can drop all their best players for all I care. But I think that's a big loss. I mean, Kyle Juszczyk, to me, he's not Taysom Hill before we get crazy. He's not Taysom
Oh
Hill.
boy, here we go.
He's not. But I think if he does go to a team, he'll he'll bring some value like a Taysom Hill. I think
There
that's a
we go.
huge loss. I think that's a huge loss for the 49ers, though, if in my opinion.
Well, what team do you think can because I feel like Juszczyk will want to go to a contender and be like that X factor. So
Hey,
I'm thinking like the Bills. To be honest, the Bills. Hey, let Bills. I'm like, hey,
I agree, but call me crazy. Call me crazy.
I know what you're gonna say.
I really believe he'll do good with the Saints. Yes. Yes, it might not be the popular bet, but I mean,
I
why
thought you were gonna
not?
say the Rams. I thought you were gonna say the
Oh
Rams.
no. We don't run fullbacks. Like we don't have fullbacks on our team, so that wouldn't have been. That's not a real pick for us to have.
I want to be mad.
Him and Taysom.
I want to be mad, but I got my
Just
eye on
saying.
Cam. I got my eye on Cam Scatterboo for the draft, who I really, really like. That's who I want to target in the draft. So
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Now we'll talk about that for our draft show.
You won't give away our pick. Somebody might take him. Bro.
I know. I know. I'm doing what Sean Payne did with Mahomes and say, "Hey, y'all, we really like this kid." So Andy Reid say, "Bet." I'm trading up. And now look where we at. Look where they at. Najee Harris is going to the Chargers. Do y'all think we talked about the Broncos and the Chiefs? Do y'all think the Chargers are a contender in the AFC? Well, I mean, that's a good division. Do y'all think the Chargers can actually be that contender to take the Chiefs off their mantle with a move like that?
I would say that's an upgrade. They running back. I mean, J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, they was all right, but that's a major move. But they don't have enough yet, Jono. I like Lad. What's his name? Lad McCartney or whatever his name is.
The white boy.
The wide receiver.
Yeah,
Did a
I
good
like
last
that,
year. Yep.
and I like the emergence of Quentin Johnson. He stepped up a little bit, but to me, I think they still need more on the offense to even compete in that division. So it's a good sign that they'll be competitive, but they probably like a year or two away to really like knock off the Chiefs, like talking about it.
Yeah, we will see. We will see. I know Evan isn't on the show, but his Dallas Cowboys. I just want to make sure because sometimes when you say those two words, he comes on the show. They traded DeMarcus Lawrence, Sean, to the Seattle Seahawks. So again, the Seahawks, they're getting rid of players, but they're also bringing in players. I don't know what their vision is with the team. Do you think DeMarcus Lawrence is still the force, Sean, that it has you worried as a Rams fan?
Nah, I mean,
Sure, really. Who's he worried about? He just think his Rams are just going to keep doing the damn thing, huh?
I mean,
He
Seattle.
ain't worried at all.
I'm not. I mean, Seattle got offensive problems. I mean, their defense is all right. It's not like great up there. I mean, they got some good corners and they got one good safety and a couple of good linebackers, but they're not scary enough to me, not in my opinion. And then
if you think
I'm not gonna lie
it,
to you, Ziggy. Like when we play Seattle, like we really own them. Like y'all own the Falcons, so it's kind of like
we doing
we kind of do. I agree with you on that one.
You hear that Archangel?
I'm looking at it, John. I mean, Cardinals, Rams, 49ers.
I ain't gonna lie. The 49ers, I mean, they turn their team down. So, like Sean said, hey, that might work out for the Rams' favor. The Seahawks also tore their team down. The Cardinals might be the biggest threat to the Rams.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that might contend with the Rams.
What gives Sean the confidence for the Rams to be like this shoe-in playoff team that he seems to be talking about? Well, maybe it's because, Ziggy, they signed Davante Adams. Now, Davante Adams is at the point of his career where you start to wonder, is he past his prime? He obviously did not have that great of a season last year, even after getting traded and reunited with Aaron Rodgers. Before I ask Sean, Ziggy, I'm going to ask you, because they made to get Davante Adams, they traded away fan favorite Cooper Kupp. Which goes back to my point. Some teams say this is a business. We don't give a damn about fanfare. Some teams at the Saints say, nope, we are a happy family. We're going to keep the Mario and Cam and all these guys as long as they want to stay here. The Rams are like, ain't no loyalty. We know you want a Super Bowl MVP. Was it crazy. It was Donald, actually. Huh, Sean? I'm sorry. It was Donald. Cooper Kupp could have won MVP, but it was Donald.
No, Cooper Kupp.
No, he did win.
Cooper won over Aaron Donald?
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay. But Sean, y'all are a ruthless franchise, and I ain't mad at it. Y'all say, hey, it is what it is. We trying to win games. Y'all release Cooper Kupp, and it'll be interesting to see if Cooper Kupp comes, because I saw they say the Saints might have some interest. That'll be funny. But Sean, I'm gonna go with Ziggy first. Ziggy, do you think Davante Adams can still be that guy in Los Angeles?
Yes, especially with you got Puka on the other end, playing off of him, or vice versa, him playing off of Puka. I mean, It's a good wide receiver core. I don't see any issues with that, especially
Sean,
with
go
how
ahead.
he played in Green Bay with the quick slants and the quick dump offs. That's right up Los Angeles' alley. So.
My guy Bruce Saint says, to be honest, Cooper Kupp has been declining a little bit. Meanwhile, right after our dogs themselves say the Rams are dumb for releasing Cooper Kupp. So that's what I love about social media, internet. Cooper Kupp sucks. Cooper Kupp needs to be released. Like, you just get so many different reactions. Sean, this man won y'all a Super Bowl. This man scored the game-winning touchdown for y'all on Eli Apple to secure y'all Super Bowl victory. And you guys say, yeah, thanks, but it's a business. One, how do you feel about your team always cutting plays and saying, yep, thanks for the memories, but we ain't here for family. We here for fortune and fame. And also, Sean, how do you feel about Devontae Adams coming to play with Matthew Stafford, who re-upped his contract with the Los Angeles Rams after there was rumors that y'all were going to let him go and get traded to another team?
I'm going to tell you like this, bro. The Cooper Kupp shit, as much as I would love to keep him with Puka, Nacua, and Devontae Adams, it's just like I said, yes, he won us a Super Bowl, Triple Crown winner that particular year. The year after we won a Super Bowl, those couple of years, Cooper Kupp has been injured, was unavailable. Even when he did come back, he didn't perform at the level that we expected him to, right? Injuries happen. Second year, all right, Cooper Kupp coming back stronger. The first game after Detroit, him and Puka both got hurt. I was like, oh shit, 1-3. We was 1-4 last season. Once they came back healthy, yes, Cooper Kupp did his little thing, but Puka Nacua, Tutu Atwell, DeMarcus Robinson, they was really the backbone of the offense. Cooper Kupp was just like, I'll get you a good catch here and there.
Dang.
Yada, yada, yada. And then we lean more heavy on the run game. To say this, though, Jono, I think Devontae Adams is about to flourish in the Sean McVay offense.
Okay.
Bruh, do you realize, like, bruh, Puka, Devontae, you could line up Devontae just like how you did Cooper Kupp. But to me, Devontae is pretty much like a better route runner than Cooper Kupp to me, in my honest opinion.
Damn, Ziggy, no loyalty, huh? No, Ziggy, because Ziggy, all the times in the Twitter chat and the text chat, we can bring it up. Sean talking about the best route within the league. Y'all wish y'all wide receivers could run route as crisp. He always used that word like it was as crisp as Cooper Kupp. And now you're going to just discard that man like a piece of trash and say, but Devontae Adams was better route.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Darius Slay, and if you didn't look at the little interview, he told everybody, Rams was the only team to push us that had us worried. If it wasn't for Barkley, we probably would have been in the NFC Championship. I ain't gonna say we win in the Super Bowl and all that, but Rams are scary, bro. If we can remain healthy, and like you said, Jono, guess what? We got a first round pick, and I think after that we don't pick until like the third and fourth round. That's what our money makers is at. You know who else I'm expecting? You know who else I'm expecting to take a step? Jordan Whittington from Texas. He had flashes last year. I really think that he's going to be more incorporated into the offense. I think Blake Corum is going to be more in that 1-2 punch with Kyron Williams. And Tyler Higbee. If he comes back healthy, you've seen what he did when he did come back from his injury. That offense is going to be scary. I'm not worried about the offense. I think we need more pieces on that defense, Jono. I think our corners, we need more solid corners. And I think we need linebackers. Like that, to me, that's our biggest like hurdle in the draft. We need linebackers. Our linebackers are not that good. I like our D-line, of course. Linebackers and cornerbacks has to be addressed.
There you go, Sean. Juddy Best said, you gonna talk about the Falcons or keep rambling about teams that don't matter?
Let me answer that for you. The Falcons have made the playoffs in 6 years. The Rams have won a Super Bowl.
Until the Falcons can stop being that team that gets everybody hopes up and then they plummet. Talk to me when y'all make
talk about us.
They talk about my team. My team wasn't even supposed to make the playoffs last year. And what we do?
That's fair.
What did we do? Okay, hush it up.
Ziggy, Sean and
I do
Evan, whenever we talk about the Falcons, it's like that. The enemy of my enemy is my friend type thing for me and you. Sean, one last thing about the Rams, because you keep hyping up Devontae Adams. And I understand, but let me show you something. I don't know if you can make it out, but is it can make me a full screen right quick?
Oh, I got you, bro.
You the man. You can look at that age, Sean. 32 years old. That's a
Don't matter.
NFL age. That's like puppy dog age. You believe
matter.
at 32 years old and then 33 at the playoff push in December that Devontae Adams can still be that guy.
Yes. Once again, he's in an offense that's going to have him flourish, bro.
Okay.
Yes. I believe so.
That's all I'm just saying.
Ziggy,
Well-
get them scissors and clip this clip. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Well, 1 hour, 30 minutes.
We
35 minutes.
and we got over 357 people watching across all platforms.
Just
We
hanging out with us,
appreciate
man.
Hey man, but Ziggy, all them viewers and only 32 likes. Can we at least get 40 likes? Like, God dang, we've been feeding everybody these NFL free agency reactions. We got the graphics and everything for the least we can do is get 40 likes, right? I'll tell y'all what, if we get 40 likes, I'll do something that I told y'all I wasn't going to do until the draft. I will bring up some voicemails. You're damn right. I will bring back the voicemails. If y'all can get us 40 likes in the next 7 minutes, I will bring some voicemails for you guys. And there's one person that I know y'all want to hear. Y'all haven't heard since the off season. So get us to 40 likes. And while we do that, Juddy Bear, I'll talk about your Atlanta Falcons because the NFC South has been also making moves in the conference this offseason. The Falcons released their best defensive lineman, in my opinion, Grady Jackson. He went to the Bears, Sean. Grady Jackson, excuse me, Grady Jarrett. So you talk about the Bears offensive line, but I think Grady Jarrett is a great signing for the Bears for the defensive line. I can finally say it now. He's not wearing Falcons colors. Grady Jarrett is a goddamn dog. Like, he was the best Falcons defensive player for the past 4 years, in my opinion. I don't know what the Falcons were doing with that, but either way, I'm glad that he is no longer the problem of the NFC South. But they did replace Grady Jarrett with Leonard Floyd. So how do y'all feel about the Falcons' moves with dropping Grady Jarrett but adding Leonard Floyd?
They still lack pass rushing.
So you think they should probably target one in the draft?
Yeah, I think they still lack pass rushing. I mean, even with Grady Jarrett, they still was lacking a pass rush because who they signed? What's the guy's name? Matt Judon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even with the signing of him last year, Grady Jarrett and a couple of
Caden
other people,
Ellis, the people they were hyping up and they ain't do shit.
Yeah, they still lack a like.
Don't ruin it for him, John. Don't tell it. Don't spoil it, John.
Angel had the nerve to send me a clip on Instagram today of like the Falcons fans second lining on Bourbon Street last year. I said, you do realize that's when y'all ruined y'all season, right? When y'all play with this shit more than the game, guys. And y'all lost to the Saints, and then y'all went on like a 5-game losing streak. But something about that fan base, man, they just like it's like a requirement. You got to be stupid to be a Falcons fan, and I appreciate that.
Wasn't he out there with him?
Yeah, that's why he probably sent it. That's why he probably sent it. In Carolina, they made J.C. Horn the highest paid cornerback in the NFL. I love J.C. Horn because he's son of my favorite Saints player, or one of my favorite Saints players of all time, Joe Horn. But to me, guys, when I saw that, I was like, hold on. I mean, I remember Derek Carr, and Ziggy even put this in the chat, like stunning on J.C. Horn earlier last season. Like, J.C. Horn has not been known as a shutdown cornerback. So how he is now the highest paid cornerback in the NFL, I have no idea. But how do y'all feel about J.C. Horn being the highest paid cornerback in the NFL?
It's the market, Jono. I mean, that's all you got to look at it, bro. Like, you look at the name and you'll be like, why he got paid? Maybe he did enough on film to just say, well, I mean, he's a good cornerback. So the market says at this premium price, we're paying him at this. All that means is Derek Stingley is going to exceed that when it's time for him to get paid. And
Pat Surtain in Denver.
Yeah, and Patrick Surtain. All that is okay, yeah, he got that. That's the market of a cornerback right now. That's it. That's all that means. I mean,
and they weren't gonna let him walk.
Right. They're not just gonna has he done anything flashy like that? I guess he done enough to their organization to say, yeah, we gotta pay him. So all that means is he just got paid what the cornerback market is in the NFL.
And to be fair, the salary cap went up like $20 million this offseason. So and that's another thing Ziggy, about Mickey Loomis. He knows that every year the NFL does incredible business. So every year that salary cap goes up. So every year that salary cap goes down and down because the NFL is more popular than ever.
Imagine the salary cap going up by that much and you still be in the negative.
Because we some gamblers, boy. Them boys on Airline Drive are some gamblers. Now with Tampa Bay, that, in my opinion, yet again, always kind of under the radar, but they have been making some goddamn moves. They re-signed their staples of their franchise too, and Levante David and Chris Godwin, which is good to see Chris Godwin get paid after that horrific injury he had last year. But they also, Archangel, y'all signed Kirk Cousins. Please don't talk about Derek Carr. They also signed Hassan Reddick. So the Buccaneers look like they are also going to be a force yet again in the NFC South. I say it right now, as of March 12th, I believe the Bucs are the favorites to win the NFC South. What about you, Ziggy? As of March 12th, you're more than welcome to change your mind after the draft.
I think the Saints got a shot, man. I'm sorry. I think we really do got a shot. We going all in with vets, with guys that have already, you don't have to worry about a learning curve. These are guys that are doing it. We already talked about them switching to a 3-4. I think guys are going to perform. We got a coaching staff. We have players that want to be here. I mean, come on, bro. Like, we're going to be in the hunt, clearly.
Okay, Ziggy. Sean, how do you feel about the Bucs moves? Do you think that they remain the favorites in the NFC South?
I did say in the beginning of the show, I said there was a fighting chance because injuries or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, though, Zig, I don't see anybody on that Saints defense that's going to cover Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, whatever other players they got, and then the emergence of Bucky Irvin.
Yeah, well, clearly we're not going to cover Mike Evans because we give him free 1,000-yard seasons like he was a make-a-wish.
Yeah.
I'm still salty about that.
We're not going to talk about that, but
yeah,
their defense is legit, Zig.
All right, so we can still be a wild card team, though, right?
No,
3 teams wild card.
No.
I'm trying to tell you, Sean.
All right, y'all go ahead and clip this right now. 141.
Clip. Man, all that to say though, that is a lot of free agency moves, right? Like, good Lord, there's only been 48 hours of free agency, and look at all the puzzle pieces that are being moved around and shifted. That's why you gotta love the NFL, man. I love that. If you kind of move out your NFL bubble and you don't only pay attention until September, you're like, God damn, I thought this guy played for that team or that team. Like, there's so many moves happening, and it's going to be very interesting to see how all of these moves play out. But now we go to the NFL draft, and we will see how these teams continue to build on their expectations for 2025. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very interesting, and we damn sure know it's going to be passionate here in the dish shit more than the game community. So much so that we got voicemails. I didn't even open my voicemail phone line up, but the fans were so passionate. They say, damn it, John, we're going to call you anyway. So I got a question for you, Ziggy. You want to hear some of the voicemails?
I do.
Sean, do you want to hear some of the voicemails? What? Man, with that attitude, then no, you don't get to hear the voicemails. Yeah, he always Sean Ziggy. He never can just.
What's wrong? What's wrong with him?
No, get his ass off the damn. I hate that, dog. No, because the community is the vital part of this team. That's the word.
What's wrong with him?
Vital. And he gonna talk about some like he don't appreciate our community. I don't stand for that. He can diss my Saints all he wants, but what he ain't gonna do is this shit more than the game community. We're gonna hear them damn voicemails, and we're gonna do it without Sean Ziggy. But before we do that, man, I don't know if you saw, but I was so excited when we announced that I'm having a baby earlier this year. Remember that?
Oh, look at that.
But what I didn't show was how my wife actually unveiled that we were having a baby. And I wanted to post that video as soon as we announced that we were having a baby.
You gonna post it? That's an intimate moment between.
Well, it was such. I felt like it was supposed to be that, but she felt like I ruined the moment, and I don't know. And after she was away at home in New Mexico this past weekend, so I finally had my window of opportunity to post it because I think she was tripping, Ziggy. I want your opinion, Ziggy. Let me know. This is how my wife unveiled that she was pregnant.
Hey, babe, what you doing?
Just watching the best day ever.
Our wedding?
Second best day ever.
Okay.
Second best day ever. That's what I said.
Yeah, okay. Well, okay, whatever. I've got a surprise. Look it.
You lying.
No.
Tell me you're not joking.
I'm not joking.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Look at.
Holy snap! I'm gonna be a dad.
I'm not joking. I wouldn't joke about
Oh
this.
my goodness. Oh baby, I love you.
Oh.
Baby, I love. I'm gonna be a dad. I'm gonna be a dad. This is amazing. What a miracle. Wow. Do we know if it's a boy or a girl?
No, not yet.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna let the kid either way. Oh my. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was
Hell yeah,
hoping
this is exactly
for.
what does it do?
September. What? September's a great month. It's a great month. It's gonna be cool out. Like,
I mean, September.
what?
Babe, now you know September is the start of football season, basketball season right around the corner. We can't be having no damn baby in September.
I know you're lying. Well,
I mean, I'm just saying.
you're joking. Yeah,
can
that's a good joke. That was funny.
we at least push the baby up to
You're serious?
June and July? Yeah. What? You act like I'm saying get rid of the damn baby. I'm saying can we go in so we can push it out in June and July? That's the dang dog days of the off season.
I don't even know what to tell you. I
What?
can't believe you're ruining this moment.
Ruining what moment? It's a special moment. I'm just saying September. All right, I'm sorry. You know, emotions are a little wild right now. I'm gonna be a dad, okay? Jeez. Dang. Can we at least name the kid Drew Brees?
I know you're lying. It's not. I don't even know if it's a boy or a girl.
Drew could be a girl's name. You heard of Drew Barrymore?
Stop.
Baby, come on now. Now you know you do shit more than the game. You know the shit
No,
more
I
than the
thought
game.
this baby was more of the game, but
What? What, baby?
what?
You need to get your attitude together. You're gonna be a mom now.
I know you. I'm going. I gotta go.
Where you going?
I don't get it. I don't. What did I do that was so bad?
Well, first off, she had the ultrasound and all that, and you just found out. I mean, that's pretty. That's
Oh man, I can't make her unveil it to me when she instantly has it, Ziggy. Okay, that's not my fault. Second of all, she act like I say, "Goddamn, abort the baby." I say, "Can we push it out in June and July?" Come on, now you know September is when the NFL season starts, but I can't be having no damn baby in September.
That's true.
And then, what's wrong with naming the kid Drew Brees? It has a good ring to it, right? Drew Brees Barnes. Like, hey, yo, Drew Brees Barnes, get over here and take out the trash. It sounds great off the tongue, huh?
It's not bad at all.
So who do you think was in the wrong, Ziggy? Me or my wife? Who ruined that moment?
I mean, Shady was. It was good to see Shady in the video.
Oh, my God. Well, I asked on YouTube, and we have over 10 votes already, and it's 50-50. So you see, Ziggy, people actually know that John Barnes is never in the wrong, goddamn it. They saw the evidence and they know. I can't wait for my wife to see those goddamn results. But I got some good news, Ziggy.
What you got?
Because of my resilience, we actually are going to push up the baby, and it's coming out in June now, baby. Hit the goddamn round of applause for that. John Barnes ain't having Barnes ain't having no September, baby. She can get mad all she want, but I got my way. Couldn't have no goddamn September, baby. You ready for these voicemails, Ziggy?
I do have one last thing about free agency. It's just a little small comment.
Go ahead.
So, Michael Thomas, his career's done. Or what are we? What
I mean,
are we
he
doing
didn't
with
play
that,
last year. He didn't play last year. I don't know what's going on with him.
Okay, I just wanted your thoughts on that.
I would imagine, like, you would think a team would take a flyer on him,
That's
right?
what I was
the
thinking.
Chiefs, the Ravens, and say, "Hey, if it works out, it works out. If not, we cut you. We can sign you for like $1 million at this point." I don't get it, but hey.
I just want your thoughts on it. Okay.
If I don't want Michael Thomas DMing me pissed off again, so let me stop. If you know,
I
you know.
want to see him on the field. I was just curious.
I tried to tell him. I tried telling him, right? That's what I was trying to tell him.
You
When
really?
he DM'd me, I said, I'm trying to tell you, Mike. We want you on the
He
field.
come back to the Saints.
Hey, if you're listening, Mike, come on the show. We can hash it out.
Facts.
Ziggy, we asked the audience to get us over 40 likes, and they got us over 40 likes. So because of that, we are going to play the goddamn voicemails for them. I know I see people saying, but John, you didn't even tell us that the voicemails were open. I didn't. I'm sorry, but we got some voicemail MVPs who don't need my permission apparently to send voicemails. You're
gonna vent anyway.
Yeah, so I say, hey, some of this shit more than the game energy. I appreciate that. Here, guys, are some voicemails after the 2025 NFL free agency.
So the New Orleans Saints have decided to keep Derek Carr next year, and my only question is, why? Like, you limit saying that Derek Carr's a guy we can win with. Last time I checked, the only quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl for the Saints was Drew Brees, and Derek Carr is nowhere near Drew Brees, even though Mickey Loomis thinks that for some reason he is Drew Brees. If I was Drew Brees, I wouldn't even mention Mickey Loomis if I'm thanking anybody in the Saints organization ever again, because that is hecka disrespectful. Are you serious? This shit more than a game, but damn. Drew Brees and Derek Carr shouldn't even be in the same, Derek Carr and Drew Brees shouldn't be in the same paragraph, shouldn't be in the same sentence, shouldn't be in the same documentary, shouldn't even be in the same essay unless trash comes out to Derek Carr's name. If someone says those things one more time, I might drop kick somebody. Drew Brees and Derek Carr, man, shut up. Shut up, Mickey. Shut up.
I don't remember Mickey saying Drew Brees and Derek Carr was in the same category, but maybe he did, and I missed that.
I don't know, bro.
We appreciate you, Mikey. Mikey calls every single week. Even when the phone lines are down, Mikey go find his way.
Even after Jono had a what they call a season finale, it was like, all right, guys, Mikey
gonna find his way. Mikey gonna send a pigeon. You know what it's called when they used to put pigeons and put the little letters in. He gonna find a way to get in contact with me. I ain't mad at you, Mikey. You are this shit more than the game certified. Let's get to our next voicemail.
Say hello to my trash friend, Derek Carr. Man, fuck Derek Carr. Look here. It's frustrating to see the Saints just running back with Carr. He don't even want to be here. Well, tell him the feeling is mutual. Carr, we don't give a damn about your boy George looking ass, no way. I could give a goddamn. You and Mickey got your little thing going on. I don't give a damn. I know it probably was cheaper to keep her, but you know what? He's a bridge quarterback. I'm going to look at it that way, because if we would have got rid of Carr, we was going to get another veteran at a cheaper cost to get him in here and have a rookie sit behind. I still think Kellen Moore should get his guy in the draft, or he go get his guy in the draft and let that car roll. We should have taken the car back. Matter of fact, if that car, we should have bought a scooter. Shit. It is what it is, though, man. Hey, Jono, get your alcohol ready, get your drink ready, because Carr ain't taking us to no promised land. He gonna take us to the goddamn gorge. Who that for life?
You gotta love T Dirty, huh?
The damn scooter.
After that call, we should have bought a scooter. He made a good point, and we didn't even bring this on the show. There was the reporter saying, Ziggy, that like Carr had told the Saints, "Hey, if y'all don't want me, if y'all want me to take a pay cut, why don't y'all let me go and see if I could go to another team?" So fans, of course, are like, "Damn, you don't want us, and we don't want you." So I know fans
like, if you don't want me, go see if you. Yeah,
but that was part of my rant. Like, well, you know, I'm not taking a pay cut voluntarily, so yeah, let me go see what my options are. But I know fans are going to take that as, you see, he don't want to be in New Orleans. And maybe he doesn't. I mean, at this point, the fans been
who wants to be if he gets.
But some of it is valid because he wasn't here for the Super Bowl. Like, how are you not here when your city is hosting the Super Bowl and you are the quarterback of that host?
He could have been out on the Super Bowl giving food to the homeless. They'd have been trashing this man. Who would want to?
I do agree with that. He is in the damage. I agree with that, but I mean,
make yourself vulnerable. That I'm gonna just go home and just watch movies with my family. Like, I ain't gotta deal with it.
Some of it, I'm like, just do the bare minimum, Carr. But it is what it is at this point. The only thing I saw somebody ask me, how would I feel if Derek Carr had a good year? I feel great. Like, I'm not, you know, like if the team wins, then I'm not going to be like, oh, how dare us make the playoffs? Like, I want them to be great.
Okay, that's good to hear. Okay,
it'll be interesting.
Some people be pissed if we make.
It'll be interesting to see how fans feel, but I still am at the point where I don't think that's even going to be an option of us being great. But you never know. You never know. Let's get to our next voicemail.
Okay.
Wow. That year we stuck with Derek Carr. You know, it is what it is, bro. Like, at this point, you know, there's no need to freaking be so upset at shit, but, I mean, it is Derek Carr, but stuck for him another year. Hopefully next year, get rid of him, but hey, at least we got Justin Reed. Juwan Johnson signing, I'm not too excited about that. Now, Chase Young, I don't think it's that bad, but, like, yeah, going on to this season, I don't feel that confident, but we'll see what happens. So, yeah. It's your morning game. Peace.
I think we need to see, J-Dog. I'm sure you've heard it on the show multiple times tonight. We do in the draft before we really project our feelings towards the 2025 season. But I feel what you're saying, J Dog. But the draft is going to be word of the month, vital for the New Orleans Saints. All right, and finally, Ziggy, finally, you know, it's worth getting voicemails even when the phone line is shut down for this guy. And I know you haven't been able to hear him in a while since you haven't been on the show. But hopefully, all of the hard work you are doing in your personal life that we give you your applause for. One thing you've been unfortunately missing out on is this voicemail MVP. And I'm glad you're on the show tonight. That hopefully this will give you, Ziggy, the motivation to continue on your path to getting your degree, because we got the one
Triple
and
J.
the only. Y'all already know.
This is James. Just James. Yeah, I'm back. Y'all
Yeah.
thought y'all was going to get rid of me that easily? Not after this offseason by the New Orleans Saints. Y'all already know James, just James, has a lot to say. But before I get into that, I do want to give you guys an update. Me and Mrs. James, just James, are doing real well. Matter of fact, I don't know if you guys been following the news, but if you know a little singer by the name of Neil, he has a little bit of a life situation that I've been having Mrs. James, just James, follow closely. And if I get my way, oh boy, if I get my way, then me and Miss Barbara can definitely still have our dish share more than the game time. If you know, you know. Hey, Barbara. But let me get into the real reason why I called you guys. Man, what the hell are the Saints doing? Really? What are the Saints doing? Why are they running it back? The Saints are really running it back. First off, why in the hell is Derek Carr still going to be wearing my team's colors in 2025? I see the Jets letting Aaron Rodgers go. The Falcons weren't afraid to bench Kirk Cousins. Hell, even good quarterbacks like Geno Smith were traded. So what is the hard-on that this franchise has for Derek Carr? Does he have pictures of Mickey Loomis that he's keeping hidden or something? It blows my mind. Man, what was once a great franchise with the likes of Drew Brees and Sean Payton is being rotten down to the core thanks to Derek Carr and Mickey Loomis. Like, are you kidding me? Derek Carr. We are once again going into another year with Derek Carr. This team acts like Derek Carr is Joe Burrow or some shit. It's crazy, man. I swear I hope Ziggy does not be on a show or in the chat, wherever the hell he is, talking about you guys need to be patient. You guys need to get the Saints time. Do y'all want to win or do y'all want to lose? Well, Ziggy, what we do know is that you don't have to be patient when it comes to a quarterback who in 10 years has not done shit and has not even won a playoff game. There's no patience for that. And then we signed Juwan Johnson for $30 million. Juwan Johnson. We signed Juwan Johnson for $30 million. Are you kidding me? The guy had like 30 catches last year, so are we giving him $1 million per catch? And most of the catches were in garbage time. What the hell is going on with this team on Airline Drive? What the hell has gotten into Mickey Loomis? Is he drunk with power? I would say Gail Bisson needs to wake up, but her ass is too busy doing shit like press conferences and being in the Barkis parade or whatever. And Jono, I see you are hyped up about Justin Reed. Please don't eat the candy again, Jono. Jono, please, don't eat the candy again. You fall for this every year. Stop letting this team do this to you. Stop letting them straddle you along. Justin Reed is not going to make us a 9, 10, 11 win team. This team is going to be the same mediocre bullshit if we keep going down this mediocre bullshit avenue. Hell, I'm surprised we didn't sign Peyton Turner to a long-term contract. But I'm sure Evan Dumbass is probably hyping him up now that he's wearing Dallas Cowboys colors. We making moves to stay mediocre while teams like the Rams, Sean's Rams, are making moves to try to keep that window open of winning Super Bowls. It pisses me off. If Sean even knows what the Rams are doing, he probably doesn't even realize that Matthew Stafford is still their quarterback, to be honest. I don't get it, y'all. James, just James, doesn't get it. I have so many questions. Matter of fact, y'all already know what's about to happen. Y'all know I wasn't going to leave y'all with just my analysis, correct? Never that. So, DJ, please. Mother, there's too many Saints fans crying. brother. There's far too many Saints fans dying. Mickey, you know we've got to find a way to bring some wins back here in New Orleans today. Yeah. Saints fans, we need to bring picket signs and picket lines. Tell the Saints, don't punish me with Derek Carr brutality. Talk to me so you can see. Oh, Mickey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's Gail Benson? What's going on? What's going on? I need to know from the Saints what's going on. What's going on? Ooh. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh. Right on, Saints fans. Cause y'all know this shit more than the game. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh. Doo-doo. What's going on? Yeah. What's going on, Mickey? What's going on, Gail? What's going on, New Orleans Saints? Do y'all want to rebuild back into greatness or not? Or do y'all want to be the Atlanta Falcons? Tell me, Saints fans, what's going on? This was James. Just James. And I'll see y'all for the draft, I guess. Man. Ay, 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 ay. What's going on, y'all? This shit don't feel like more than a game, I'll tell you that.
So that's what you've been missing the past 2 months, Ziggy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I knew exactly when he was about to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what, we all know that this shit more than a game, and now you can wear it with pride. Visit www.johnobonds.com or thisshitmorethanagame.com and buy your This Shit More Than a Game shirt now for the low price of $28.03. You can buy it in black and gold, purple and gold, white and blue, red and navy blue, all types of colors. We've got you covered here on the John O'Barnes Show. So visit www.johnobonds.com or thisshitmorethanagame.com and buy your This Shit More Than a Game shirt now and let the world know, folks, this shit more than a game.
Ziggy, there really is a working theory that the longer you stream, the more people you get, because as we wrap up the show, we have over 400 people watching across all platforms. So one, thank you guys. And secondly, what a show, huh, Ziggy? Man, we had a lot to talk about and we talked about it all. So I appreciate everybody that was in the chat tonight. I hope y'all give Ziggy some love. That man has a very, very busy life right now, but he stopped with everything he was doing because he said, Jono, I know that the free agency show is one of your more important off-season shows. So he switched his schedule around to make sure he was here for you guys tonight. See, I appreciate that comment, J-Dog, but it should be good to show Jono and Ziggy, and even Sean. Sean was on here. I appreciate that. Ziggy, you've been gone so long, dog, that you didn't even see this, dog. Like, I met your hero yet again. Like,
man,
you was busy thinking like you are not enjoying the fruits of your labor when it comes to the John O'Barnes show. It's like, I'm getting all of the fruits for our hard labor. Like, come on, Ziggy, you got to come enjoy some of these festivities with me.
Look at Drew. He was like, oh, this guy again.
That's a caption this photo. Drew was like, oh God, here this guy go. Did this guy just track me down in October last year? Why is he following me around? Oh man, it was a great Super Bowl. I love my city, Ziggy. Even your
man, that is a great.
Come on, man. That's why we're saying wait till hopefully the city shows off of WrestleMania next year too. But man, I've just in old age, Ziggy, really and the distance definitely being apart from the city a lot more now. I appreciate and love this city so much, man. I did not do my show last week, Ziggy, because I was in Mardi Gras, and brother, I Mardi Gras, and this is what makes the city so special, man. Just out and about, ran into This Shit More Than a Game legend, Steve Gleason. And just
One of
shows
the
you
originals.
the beauty of New Orleans. And now Ziggy, he follows me on Twitter. So maybe there might be a
So-
future episode, you guys. Well, This Shit More Than the Game legend Steve Gleason comes to the This Shit More Than the Game studios and kicks it with me and Ziggy and the crew. But it's all because you guys built this platform. Like Steve Gleason, I mean, Steve Gleason gets people that post him on social media all the time. He probably saw, or his team at least, like the audience that I had, and they were like, "Oh, this guy has some traction." Like, yeah, we'll follow you. I can't do that without having an audience like you guys. So I hope you guys know how appreciative me and Ziggy and the whole damn crew is of you guys. And I hope the city of New Orleans just knows how appreciative I am of them. I mean, Ziggy, I thought that our best Mardi Gras days was, remember when we was out of high school and we did bourbon and all that during those little college days of Mardi Gras, and we spread our wings and flew, boy. After high school, we were like, oh, this is what Mardi Gras really is. And I thought nothing could top that. But in my old age, man, I've just really been appreciating just how damn awesome New Orleans is for like events like the Super Bowl and for Mardi Gras and just seeing the costumes and seeing the joy in people's faces. I love that shit. And maybe a lot of it is also because I get stopped a lot now. Like I feel like a local celebrity. I'm not gonna call myself a local celebrity yet. I feel like if the audience continues to grow, I might be getting real close to the point where you can call me a local celebrity. But I mean, I am also at the point now, Ziggy, at the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras, where I told my wife and my mom and dad, like, I've lost a bit of my anonymity in New Orleans. Like, you know, Ziggy, how I am.
Yeah,
like,
trying to like
I can't be like, oh, I'm probably getting more when I got a burger or something, like, because I just never know now if somebody's gonna. I'm not saying that, you know, I get flooded by fans and whatever when I go to Walmart. And anything,
like, hey,
there's always at least probably one person who says, Jono, this shit more than a game, or somebody who comes and asks for a photo or whatnot. That shit is awesome. Just to have like that feeling of, oh, I'm a bit of a niche, but a local celebrity in New Orleans. I love that. And Ziggy,
on the rock right there.
you yeah, the goosebumps, huh? And Ziggy, I'm just waiting for you to come down eventually from BR and enjoy the fruits of our labor together, man.
That's all you, bro. That's
you so damn
bro.
humble. Well, I know one thing for WrestleMania, your ass damn sure will be enjoying the fruits of our labor. And
that'll be crazy.
And of
WrestleMania gonna be a movie, bro.
When I have the baby, of course. So all that to say, I appreciate all of you guys. I know we talked a lot tonight, but if you guys even want more of Jono, big news is that I will be on State of the Saints podcast tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Central Time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all remember we had TJ on the show 2 weeks ago, and we told y'all it was a crossover episode where I was on his show and he's coming on my show. Where he came on my show, and now I return the favor tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. I will be on the State of the Saints podcast with TJ Jones, arguably the biggest Saints podcast on YouTube right now. I am honored and humbled that TJ came on my show, and I'm humbled that he wants me now on his show. So look forward to that. Me and TJ are going to talk about the Saints offseason and all.
Where can we find that at, Jono? I'll tune in.
Just search State of the Saints, Ziggy, on YouTube.
On
And
YouTube.
this channel is going to come up. Again, he's probably got the biggest audience as far as Saints content creators right now on YouTube. He's doing the damn thing. I'm grateful, and I'm excited to be on his platform tomorrow after he came on our platform 2 weeks ago, Ziggy, which you was in the chat showing love. So we appreciate that you show love in the chat, even when you can't come on the show. It's been a hell of a few months so far, early into March 2025. Pretty sure you guys, I will be cries up. Yeah. Always fucking
Rose City is funny, bro.
Don't forget that. No matter what we always say, fucking Falcons. I should be doing the show next week, guys. But like I said, as you guys see, my beautiful man cave has been stripped down because we will be soon transferring the This Shit More Than a Game man cave to a brand new state-of-the-art studio. So I'm going to be quite a bit busy.
You'll be like this, Jono. You got
I might just do a green screen, but I'll probably do a show next week. But then the next few weeks after that, y'all might not get Jono Barnes live every week because I got to handle some business. And by the way, I also have a This Shit More Than a Game certified baby coming. So I have a very busy offseason my damn self coming up. But I promise you guys, for all the major events and things like that, I will be on to talk with you guys because I appreciate that you guys have made me a voice of the voiceless. You guys have made me damn near the people's champ of New Orleans, and I will give back to you guys any and every which way that I can. Believe that. Believe that.
Believe that.
Ziggy, you haven't been on the show in a while. Do you have any final thoughts, anything that you want to say before I let you go back to your more important stuff in life
man,
going on?
we good, bro. You know, Nah, just I'm very excited to see what the Saints bring this season. I don't expect them to just phone it in and play for picks. I expect my team, whenever they put those black and gold helmets on,
Hell yeah.
we trying to play to win. And I do believe this team will be a team that will be in the hunt. I do believe that this team will be a team that will have a legitimate shot to make the playoffs. I'm not I'm not gonna say that we'll win the division, but I do feel like we'll be a wild card team. So I have a lot. I'm feeling very good about this New Orleans Saints team and Kellen Moore and the regime that's coming in. So
All right. Hey, I thought you were gonna hype up that you're gonna be on another Saints creator, St. John Buller. I heard through the grapevine you might be on his channel.
oh
Soon.
yeah, St. John. I don't know when he's gonna release the video, but I'm starting to get out in these YouTube
Okay,
streets as
Ziggy.
well.
Okay, Ziggy.
Just saying.
All right, Ziggy. Yeah, Ziggy getting a little bit of his own little local fame. I see you. I see you.
Little something.
I know you ain't want to tell me privately, but you're gonna tell me who was your top 10 Saint. I know like he does the top 10 Saints and he goes creator by creator. You gonna tell me who yours was?
Yeah, I'll tell you offline. I don't want to spoil his
All
video.
right. You ain't want to tell me offline last week, so we'll see.
Yeah, just
Can't kill the Ziggy positivity. Absolutely. Ziggy guys
man.
will be back for the draft show. We're gonna have a lot of it. It's gonna be an important draft show. We're gonna be live for the draft, and we're gonna get Ziggy's reaction to whoever we take. Hopefully it's hopefully we don't do anything crazy, but hey, it'll make for a great reaction, right? We will for sure be doing a traditional John Baun show for the NFL draft later in April. In the meantime, again, I've got some things in life to handle, so just make sure you hit that bell notification because I can't promise that I'm going to be on live Tuesday consistently every week like I am for the season, but I will do my best to try to go on live at least once a week whenever it fits in my schedule. So hit that bell notification to know when I will be live, but of course there will continue to be skits and videos and things like that on the John Baun's channel. And make sure you follow me on Twitter where you get my daily thoughts on everything. It seems like every time I do a Saints tweet at this point, Ziggy, I go viral. So
hey, we'll take that. And I guess
appreciate that platform. I appreciate that platform.
I was about to say. And I
And
guess
I
in your absence,
cannot wait to show y'all like with the brand new This Shit More Than the Game studio. It's probably not gonna be ready finished until like September, but please know that if I'm not as consistently on the show this off season is for good reasons, especially because obviously, as y'all know, I'm gonna be a dad, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to navigate life that way. But we got some exciting things going on professionally and personally here in the This Shit More Than the Game community, and we cannot do it without you guys. So thank you. What a great free agency show we have. Ziggy, any final words?
No, that's all I got, man. I appreciate it, and y'all continue to follow and interact with Jono on all social media platforms.
YouTube.
When he's not live on YouTube, make sure you're following him on Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media you got. Threads,
Blue Sky. I'm on all
Blue
that.
Sky, Jono everywhere.
I'm on Black Planet. I'm on MySpace. I'm on OnlyFans. If you know, you know. Hey, Ziggy.
Oh man.
I'm gonna let you do it. Tell them why you are always on the John Baun show.
Cause this shit is more than a game.
Man, can you do it a little bit better?
Cause this shit more than a game.
There we go. See y'all when we see y'all.
Hey, look, we even got Falcons fans telling us we had a good show. That's when you know it was a good show.
Fuck the Falcons.
Juno.